So, what do we do now?
I remember what he's looking for. He's still trying to find the Ruzavan.
He needs the Necronomicon. He's trying to use the Stella to awaken Zamindor.
Don't say that name.
Why is it prohibited? It is the foundation of all of our research.
Not to pivot from whatever he's trying to do. But you all hear that voice too, right?
Wake up.
Save me.
The top of Miagnian Mun's Tower of Alchemical Horrors. We have finally met this anomalous friend that you seem to so frequently mention. The four of you are in an attic. A decently sized space, 20 feet around, shuttered windows covered over with ivy. The ceiling spanned entirely wall to wall by a writhing black morass. With tentacles, eyes, and toothed maws. All of the eyes spun to focus a single point as they looked upon Marius, and a voice emanated out from 1,000 mouths.
Grox Kashna for Rexta.
That's not what Marius heard at the end of our last episode. Marius heard something slightly different. What do you say to you?
Ask me this.
What do you call you?
Honestly, I don't remember.
He called you baby.
Yeah.
This is my darling.
I had not expected to meet another of our kind here, brother. At that, the crystal at the center of prototype 47 flickered once again, as it had a few hours prior, but this time, rather than going dark, it vanished entirely. That stone frame crumpled to the floor. The sound of which largely covered the sound of footsteps pounding back up the wooden stairs as Reginald, I think, once again diffused the situation vis-a-vis the Casimir guards immediately outside, rushed back in to see how the party was doing at the sound of a whole lot of explosions.
Guys, what was going on?
You come up the
I was
ladder.
gonna go into the improv. I was like, I got this.
Several of this thing's eyes rotate around
Yeah.
to fixate on this new arrival as you climb up this oddly invisible ladder to the open trapdoor at the top to see this scene before you. This creature is barely 8-9 feet overhead. Just barely clearing MD. As you see massive tentacles writhing and whirling, sliding across each other, constantly rippling across the ceiling. Didn't make them out at first. It's almost pitch black, this total anomalous darkness, almost like looking into the night sky. These eyes like errant stars. Why don't we introduce ourselves real quick?
I'm Marcus. I play Marius, the Ghoul Dwarf Ranger, who feels like he's very much in danger. Or about to be danger.
We'll skip you.
Don't look at him.
Spoilers.
Go over here for a moment.
I'm Colby. I play MD, our full-blooded
orc rogue are very large, muscular,
I have some good
well-armored
news for you.
individual.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this, a hero point.
Mario
From
said.
Good Tempest.
Who has a really good friend in very high places.
Write that in back there.
Can't keep getting away with it.
Oh my gosh. My name is Sully, and I play Adelmay, the itty bitty gnomish witch. And I've read this story. I would like to play this.
What does that do?
You instantly gain 3 pieces of information on one creature or object as if you had succeeded multiple recall knowledge checks. This is from my friend Nebula 315.
That's
What
bestie
a
behavior.
Good card
That's
to have
bestie
right
behavior.
now. All right.
Oh, I'm the super antsy one to jump into this because I missed playing last week. My name is Brett. I play Reginald Sagacious Fox, and you can proceed.
Real quick, before we proceed, at the start of our live show here, we had a hive train that ended up at level 2. So anyone who is not full on hero points, I don't know if any of you are, roll a d20, top 2 get a hero point. Level 2 hero train, 2 hero points. I'll normally roll, but I'm fully stocked,
I
so
earned one.
I'll pass.
And I didn't get
It's
it.
not meant for me.
13.
13, 1, 5, 4,
19.
19. Okay. Into the table.
That
One
feels
for
like
Marius,
deserved.
one for
We did
Reginald
not earn those.
For rolling higher than 5.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you all of
Marcus
you for your
rolls
support.
well on the show.
No,
No.
it doesn't.
Usually no.
You
No, it
rolled
does
2
not.
nat 20s before the show started.
But it's possible that something evil is about to happen, and that is enabling good rolls.
What do you mean?
Something wicked this way comes.
I cannot be contained. It's an omen.
I'm really curious what that card does.
Mine is once more with feeling.
Adelman,
Yes.
as you look up at this thing, hear this voice coming out of it. What's certainly language. Something right on the tip of your tongue at the back of your brain that you feel like you recognize, but you don't. This mass looks oddly familiar. You have faced many things since you awoke and called yourself Kami that were strange horrors, masses of tentacles, of eyes. It's oddly not that uncommon. This is definitely different. You said 3 things?
Mm-hmm.
This is no simple aberrant. This is no basic monster. This is not of this world, or very possibly even this dimension. This thing in front of you is a power you can literally feel just looking at it. This is divine. You feel it could move as easily between planes, perhaps even dimensions, as you could around a room. And whatever modicum of thought, of a mind, of consciousness it has, is so inconceivably beyond what you could comprehend that attempting to understand it would drive you immediately mad. You know that its very nature, just looking, the physicality of it, would make it immune to a lot of traditional elements. Acid, electricity, poison, fire. None of those would mean anything to its body. Beyond that, its makeup seems like it would withstand bludgeoning and piercing blows exceptionally well. It's currently balled up into the ceiling. It's much, much larger than it looks like it is. And last, but not least, if this thing even obeys the laws of this material plane, if it's even like something that can be physically comprehended, much less mentally. Even still, the way it's able to move, the way its tentacles slide around, seem to defy logic in a way. It's confusing just to look at. And you get the feeling that the size of itself or an individual tentacle or even a mouth isn't even necessarily a fixed thing. Marius, you hear this voice. The rest of you hear this voice, but a nonsense language you don't understand. Its eyes look at Reginald for a moment and then mostly still return their gaze to Marius as they continue to shift. His eyes blink and close. Sometimes they don't even reopen, simply just reappearing in different places across the mass.
Brother, I'm certainly... I have no idea what you even are.
The rest of you see Marius respond to this thing, whatever it said, this language. It continues. Your current form is a travesty. But the mark inside you is clear. We share not a singular parent, but both hail from beyond the stars. A spawn of Zamindor, no? And amongst this language, this harsh, constant, heavy speech, you would all hear the name Zamindor spoken clearly. And at that, you would see a flicker of blue light, a flash through the room, just like you had seen before Prototype 47 had restarted last time. The crystal flashes back into her chest, this time fully lit with a vibrant blue energy that washes entirely across her body. A wave of flickering sparks and flames that illuminate the walls of this room, almost unchanging in the absolute blackness of the thing in the ceiling. Your body reconjoins and jolts. And what happens? What do we see?
So Prototype is on the ground right now at the moment, right? So what you all would see is, I imagine Prototype is laying down, feet straight up. And as that light settles, the feet clamp down, and then at the ankle joints, just fully stands up. And you see that there's the blue gem inside, and then the rock and stone that makes up the body begins to heat. You see heat waves coming off, and little designs and patterns begin flowing like all over the stone that makes it up, as if it is just being slightly melted and cooled off at the same time. And it looks around confused for a second and goes, hi everybody, what's up? Oh, I'm sorry, was I being rude? I didn't mean to be rude.
Kind of point up.
Oh.
That's what's up. Who? Oh.
Good one, dude.
Yeah, it's a joke, thanks.
Do I recognize?
This is dramatically different from the speech, the movements, the mannerisms that Prototype has ever had. You have never seen her act like this. She moves almost more fluidly, less robotically, and speaks almost like a person. It's a completely different energy, literally, with the blue glow radiating out from its chest.
I have a lot of questions going on here. What is that, and is that normal? Who are you?
Introduce yourself.
I don't know. I don't know, but I'm Corey and I'm the player for the day. I don't know and I don't know. I kind of thought you guys knew what was going on. Do none of us know what's happening?
Well,
Should I be? How? Do you guys know what's
Whatever
happening?
As if on cue, a new actor joins the stage.
Marius, what is it saying? It seems like you understand what it's saying.
Is
You're
Marius
responding.
reply back in common or Aqua?
He's replying back in common. He's just speaking to it, but it's
Do you know what that is?
I
echoing.
Do I know what it says?
Do you speak echo?
Couldn't even tell you.
No.
Couldn't even begin to tell you.
No.
That's blank paper.
This is printer paper.
It just says Corey. On the front.
It's just Corey with a big smiley face. Yeah.
I know that it's not from here. It's like a divine sort of interplanar creature.
Marius kind of speaks out of the side of his mouth, like, it called me brother and said something about both of us from being from beyond the stars.
I see the resemblance.
I think it's talking about Zamindor.
He's already said that thing.
I know, but you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to say it a bunch, though.
Say what?
He's
Zamindor. During this whole thing, MD's gonna like glance around, and we as a group have experienced a lot of really weird, out of this world stuff. And I'm going to start like, MD's not that bright. Like, he has average intelligence. He's not like that bright.
The first step is knowing.
But when it came to the research that we did with all Lal's stuff and his own personal research, he's done a lot of religious work, religious research, and he's seen some really weird stuff in some of these books. I want to switch my exploration activity to recall knowledge.
Okay. What is your religion?
It's a 20, and I'm a master in it.
Okay. You, as a master in religion, would not inherently have much knowledge about the type of creatures that this thing is, the type of spaces from which they hail, the type of power that they wield. But, as you said, you have spent a lot of time with Lowell's materials, and though his notes were often stilted and gibberish in some places, the materials he was using were rare, esoteric, very specific, high-quality tomes of knowledge that is very, very uncommon throughout the Inner Seas. You've pored over diagrams, sketches, descriptions. You know, vaguely, of Zamindor. I'm pretty confident that what lurks up there is a much more direct spawn of a similar outer god, of Shub Nigroth.
Alright, I think we need to ask our questions indeed.
Why do you conceal your nature, brother? Is your basest desire not to spread, to seed?
I don't know what any of this is. Everybody says... beings like you say things about being the seed. I don't know what it is, and I don't want to be a part of that.
You fight against your true nature, brother. But I would gladly be one to explain. Unlike Aeons, as many of these eyes shift to prototype briefly, back and forth to the two of you. We see the value in knowledge, in understanding, in purpose.
Hey, man. Sorry I don't know your name. Why did it look at me? I assume it's not cool based off of the vibe you guys are bringing right now.
I think it's saying he might be an Aeon. She might be an Aeon. Your prototype might be an Aeon.
Hey,
I think if I made an Aeon, I would know it, right?
I don't want to do
What?
it.
And that's not.
Well, it's.
What is that? Can I go investigate the new chip now that he's like facing me?
It seems like your original prototype got the personality from somebody else, and then this somehow gathered another personality.
So she's possessed.
You guys can just talk to me. I am here.
Wait, I hate the rain on your guys' little like inquiry of what's going on with prototype.
It's not really priority.
But there is a spawn of a god.
No, like
above
we
our
didn't
head.
forget. There's just a lot going on.
And I would like to ask our questions.
Yes.
And then leave.
Wait, can I get your guys' names first?
You travel with
when we leave.
Mortals, blind, deaf, dumb, unable to see even that which is before their own eyes. Why not simply consume them, and from their essence rebirth seed anew?
I am like them. I'm not some crazy, some beast, god.
The eyes all kind of dance across the three of you and the Edelmay, Reginald.
I do have a question. Whenever I go into that black and white, timey wine, thing we had before that now I don't have, is that kind of like, does that resemble a lot of what was coming out of him? Is kind of what he looks like?
Good question, but not really. This is sort of just
Okay.
blackness.
Just trying to connect the pieces.
But as it looks at the three of you, you three, and only you three, hear that static in the back of your mind again. Static and a beeping, and then an image of hundreds of faces, all rapid fire, changing between one another. Every instant, a new visage and a voice. It sends its tendrils through their minds to gather its strength, but despite your knowledge, you remain clean. You can stop it. Don't let it infect this world and serve it to Carcosa. You, Marius, hear a faint buzz and then just a very distant whisper. Unintelligible. Prototype, you don't hear anything at all. You just see them all kind of freeze for a moment, almost confused.
What? Okay, this feels bad to be here, to be fully honest.
Is that's the thing that's been sending the messages?
I think so.
Marius.
Did you hear those whispers again? I didn't hear anything.
What do you mean?
I didn't hear anything. I heard over this, I think I heard a little bit of a static-ish sound, but I didn't hear anything.
I don't think that thing's good news, Marius. I think that we need to...
If you will not anoint them, allow me. You see a tentacle whirl back along the edge of the wall and reach up into the mass. Returns slithering back down the wall, slowly out towards the three of you. It's not forceful. It's not slapping.
Did I leave the door unlocked?
It's a trap door in the floor.
Okay, cool.
It's a trap door in the floor, like a 15-foot drop to the floor below.
I can take 50 feet.
This tentacle comes down, reaching out towards you, offering something.
Marius, what's it doing?
Something about
There is
anointing us at once.
a stone, just loosely held in its grasp, rough, cracked, but upon its face, an incredibly intricate inscription. A massively complex rune. It holds it out toward the corner.
Marius, what is that?
Something about consuming you all. I don't.
Can you
I don't
tell
know
it
what
to
the
stop?
rock is.
Do we know what that is?
Hey,
Don't. Reginald.
Who's recalling knowledge right now? I know you are.
I'll recall knowledge.
You are. Everyone's three in the corner like, that's interesting.
What is that?
hey.
All right, give me occultism or arcana. It is at its core a rune, so
25.
And I'm gonna take this
Occultism is
oppor-
or do you want us to roll?
oh yeah, you're right. 25 is your modifier and
My modifier is 24.
24.
Take this opportunity to switch back to seeking because
Okay.
I'm not smart.
Good idea. What are
You
you
see
two
that rock
doing?
and
We'll
you're like,
start
I
with
should look
Marius and
somewhere
then briefly re-explain exploration in case you don't remember what that is.
I don't think you.
Okay, Marius, what are you doing?
What am I doing right now? Because
Marius, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm very much focused on this right now. My normal thought is, I guess, like seeking or scouting, but even then, this feels very much like I'm focused on one topic.
That's fair.
And I don't know if
Hot topic.
maybe recalling knowledge would make sense because I'm.
So while
Focused.
we're in exploration mode, Corey, while we're not in combat, you're basically picking an activity that you are focusing on. So this determines what kind of checks you'll be prompted for. So while MD right now is seeking, any perception checks to see anything weird this thing might be doing, anything strange about the room, go to him. Knowledge checks, like what the heck is this thing offering us, go to these two right now, possibly Marius is kind of across the room from this. You could be scouting, which is basically just on edge, ready in case something should happen, which gives an initiative bonus not just to you, but to the whole table. You could be, I don't know how you'd be sneaking in here necessarily, but that's an option.
I was the loudest in the room.
You could be repeating a spell, you could be keeping a shield in the way, you could be trying to detect magic. It's just basically what your focus is and what kind of checks you get prompted.
Obviously, I just kind of came online. I don't know where I am or who these people are, what's happening, but there's a big thing up there handing them little rocks. I think I'm on edge. I think I'm seeking.
That's fair.
I'll
Well,
say-
scouting, I think, is
Scouting is
what
what I mean. Yes.
So what did you land on recalling knowledge?
I think I'm gonna say scouting because I'm not sure Marius thinks he has any knowledge to really recall, and he definitely feels on edge.
25, 24. Okay, so interesting. Edelme. It's a rune. Like, at its core, it's a rune. Emblazoned onto a chunk of stone that doesn't look like it's from this world. It's very possibly a hunk of meteorite, possibly even a piece of a different planet or moon, but it is at its core a rune stone, and it does something. Reginald,
I love rocks that do things.
very, very powerful, and you're taking a really, really brief assessment. Normally it takes 10 minutes to identify things. You're just kind of glancing at it. Reginald fared a little better. This is an armor rune, so something you would affix to a set of armor. A property rune that would give it some sort of power of life.
Does it seem...
Whether that's like healing or temp HP or protection, it cursory glance you can't tell.
Yeah, but based off who it's coming from, like, I'm like, is this thing like cursed or like, I mean...
Well, it's ridiculously powerful. A quick glance isn't quite gonna get you to cursed.
This is very tempting.
I'm gonna lean into the new prototype. Hey, new prototype.
Hey, is that my name?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
call you that for now.
Okay.
How confident are you in your abilities to run?
Very good at that one.
All right, so if things start going really, really bad in this room, I need you to pick up that one. And he's gonna point at the gnome
Okay.
and run as fast as you can.
Okay, I'll try, but I'm not gonna. I'll do what I can.
Yeah, that's all I need.
It seems to be talking to me like it's like I'm you know who, and it's asking why I haven't consumed everything and why I'm with mortals. I think this is not good.
Yeah, can you make it stop doing that?
I have my...
What is
In a
wrong?
non-threatening way, I have my sheath out, just the sheath, and I'm just like...
A nun.
Non-threateningly holding up your
Just
shield.
lifting the shirt to show the gun.
It's as the hand comes out, right? I just I just bring up the sheath and just, no, thank you. That's a very powerful,
Rune.
yes, but
What?
trust where that's coming from.
No.
Um,
Marius.
What
very
is that?
tempting.
What are you offering them?
The same that I offered to the alchemist who stays here. A fragment of divinity.
A fragment of divinity that he also offered Mun?
You
It's a what?
and your ilk are far more deserving of it than he. But his interests, his determination, they intrigued me.
What-
His spark I offered, stolen from beyond space and time. This gift of my very own.
What did Mun want with it? Why are we more deserving of something like that from beyond space and time?
You alone are more worthy. Your presence itself means there must be some value amongst them as well. Admittedly, one I do not see.
Marius, you said it's a spark of what?
The tentacle turns over.
Spark of divinity.
You hear a clatter as it lays the rock. Not gently, it just sort of drops and
It says
bounces
it
on
doesn't
the wooden floor of the tentacle.
Hold on.
Retracts back up to the ceiling.
Wait, it's gone?
No. it's
Drop
on
the
floor.
rock.
The rock's on the ground.
Can I get close to the rock?
Absolutely, it's kind of at your feet. You're
He
already
said
close
he
to the rock.
doesn't.
Be careful.
He said he doesn't really see your value, but he said that because you're with me, that maybe I see something in you.
Well, when did you get so great?
I don't. I don't know. I don't. I don't
Marius,
like this.
So are you the leader of the group then? Or what's the relationship?
No, I think it's Pathfinder.
Okay.
Okay, here's the thing. That is very powerful. If it is bad, I might be able to break its curse if it is on a person.
That's not.
But it's very powerful, and we do have goals in mind here. We are trying to stop somebody who's
Ask
an idiot who's
him.
also very powerful.
Can I poke it?
You can poke it.
Just kind of like.
You kind of poke it.
Like a sort of like stick or my boot. I'm very
Just
hesitant.
kind of touch it with your
but
toes. and
Edelman
it's-
is definitely
a
like
rock.
the curiosity
It
is sort of starting to eat
slides
her
across
alive
the
here.
wood a little
yeah, and it seems fine.
Ask
doesn't
it
I
where.
do not understand their mutterings, brother.
Can I read, like, if we don't take it, we're
Ask-
like bad guests?
Ask him where Mun is. Ask him where that city that we're looking for is. Ask him where the
Harkosa?
Necronomicon. Yeah. No, not Harkosa.
Stammer. They writhe, clueless and lost as babes. Why keep them?
See, indeed, this entire time.
Because they're my
And so-
friends. We've done a lot together. We've been through a lot. We help each other.
Afternoons of fishing. I mean, that was nice.
Does your form cloud the purpose of your true nature? Are you constrained, stuck, lost as they?
I don't know what you're talking about. This is me. I mean, sometimes it can look a little different, but this is who I am.
Allow me to offer you the greatest gift I can, and then see what you believe. Understanding. Small tentacle sort of reaches down gently towards Marius, near the center of this bulk. It's reaching towards you. You do anything?
Marius is gonna be like, I mean, kind of, sort of stepping back, like unsure what to do, but also kind of wants to say like, I don't know what's happening, but maybe you guys should leave.
Marius, are you okay? What's going on?
I don't think this is gonna be good.
Through knowledge, all becomes clear. It's inches from the top of your head.
Marius, step back. What are you doing?
Keep stepping back. What do you want? Like, what kind of knowledge?
It's gonna try to touch you.
I'm gonna dive back.
All right.
I don't want it. I don't want anything to deal with this. I don't know what
It doesn't know
this
what
all
you're
is.
doing, but it's gonna try to touch you. You try to dive away, it tries to touch. It's gonna be a 34.
Is that reflex DC?
It's basically just to hit. It's just trying to touch you.
It just hits.
Touch. As Marius goes to dive, the tentacle reaches out and touches right up on the peak of his forehead. And like mid-dive, he kind of stops and staggers, and you suddenly understand. Not just what this thing is, or where you are, or what's happening. Everything. You know everything. You've seen civilizations rise and fall. You've seen the birth and destruction of countless infinite planets, stars, universes. You've seen the holistic totality of the material plane collapse and be reborn anew. Everything connects in your head, all in one giant web of knowledge. Make me a will save.
You got that.
That's an 11 for 31.
31. You see all of this come together. You see creation from not just outside the universe, not just outside the inner sphere, not just outside the great beyond and all of the outer planes, but everything that there is. And watching down above all of this are the true shepherds of reality. The old ones. Zamindor. You understand now. Rushmore, Lake Incartha, the bay outside. Shriveled body at the bottom of the bay, dead and waiting, thirsting for energy, that knowledge is itself the source of power. Every creature that knows Zamindor exists feeds it again. That energy flowing together back into the bay, right outside Thrushmore, behind the tower, under the full moon, everything coalescing into the corpse of a dead god, of what was. It grows, it spreads. It's what needs to draw all of reality back together into a cohesive whole, to connect it all as one. Look up at this thing on the ceiling. You're not as familiar with Shub-Niggurath, but you know that she watches down over all of creation just as Zamindor does. This thing is not your brother, but it's close enough. With everything that everyone else here has done to try to stop this ascension, they're getting too powerful to be left alive. You understand now. Their purpose is as vessels. They've grown alongside you so that when you consume them, they are all the greater. So that Zamindor can be reborn. I need everybody to roll perception for initiative against the spawn of Shub-Niggurath and Marius.
What's the bonus?
You are on its team.
Oh,
Wholly
no.
and completely.
No.
These are your enemies. That is the only ally that you have ever met.
We add +1 because we have a scout.
Yeah, that's right.
you were both scouting. So, Prototype is scouting for your team. Marius is scouting will be for him. At the spawn of Shubnigaroth.
Okay. They don't need it.
Wait, do we get a plus to anything?
They get a plus one.
My eyes.
Good eyes.
Reginald!
I had a, what would it be, a 24. I roll 3.
You haven't had options in a while.
Wait, do I have options now?
But as you see this thing touch Marius, everything stops. The color drains out. The world, once again, becomes strange outlines. And standing in the center of the room is that little creature, that damned little thing. An eyeball with a tail made of cosmic matter, hands and feet, standing in the center of the attic, just looking directly at you.
You're back.
And it looks up at the spawn. It looks over at Marius. So you see a kind of blank expression on his face. And it looks back at you. You see a vision of Marius drawing his bow, and in a quick flurry, arrows flying out across the rest of the party. Adelme falling, MD falling, Prototype falling. Their bodies covered and festered within moments by the yellow fungus that's been poking out of Prototype, by the things that have been exuded through Adelme's magic, wraps them together, and this creature on the ceiling draws them up into its body. Your vision expands. You see the whole of Galarian, the planet, yellow and rot. The land crumble, and an enormous, massive creature at its heart explode out of the center of the planet. And then you're back here. The thing just gently shakes its head. Points and a little swordy gun in your hand.
Yeah.
You want to keep your 3 or do you want to take 10?
I'll take 10.
What's that give you?
10 plus 19, or plus, so it would be 30.
30 even?
Yeah.
Cammy.
34.
MD.
13 plus 20 plus 1 would be 34.
Let's go first.
I want to say that you have critical initiative, right?
Huh?
The one that gives you plus 2 to your initiative.
Yeah.
That doesn't stack with scouting.
Oh, then I have a 33.
Prototype.
Total 27.
27.
Nice.
I'm Marius.
30.
30.
I'm new.
Enemies go first.
No! What are you talking about?
That's my friend, apparently.
Enemies win ties. Spawn of Shubnigaroth. 32. It's actually going to kind of go in the middle here.
So I'm like in the middle of that vision while basically fight's about to happen. I can't say anything until it's my turn.
Well, once initiative comes in, it comes out. If you want to say something quickly, you see Marius look across the party, and there is no recognition in that face. That's visibly, immediately not
I'll just say,
Marius.
Marius is compromised. We need to hold him down.
MD!
Hold him down.
You see tentacles start to writhe harder on the ceiling, start to unfurl, reach down the walls. You see Marius reach for his bow, focused on you. What do you do?
Okay. I'm going to. Oh, man. I'm never first. I'm always last. I get to watch how things unfold first. Marius is making clear, intentional, threatening moves towards us.
He's looking that way. He's clearly drawing on you, not the spawn.
Marius has lost it. I'm gonna advance towards Marius. Did make a promise to him when we first met him. Time to hold that one true.
What was that?
Get her turned on us. I will put him down.
You did say that.
I'm going to twin feint on him. So I see him before he can draw his bow out. Our weapons are presumably already drawn at this point. His bow's already out.
I'm sure you guys have got well-given weapons out.
Yeah, everyone's weapons
You've
are
been
out.
standing here. It's a dungeon crawl.
I've been
You got your
scared.
weapons out. You got a horrifying space baby in the ceiling.
This
You
is
got your
gonna
weapons
be
out.
the War Razor hasn't shifted anything. So it's going to be the shield and the razor from the Tattered Man. So the first strike is going to go through as a normal hit. The other one's going to be against his flat-footed. So for the shield strike, it's 8 on the die, so it's plus 23. So I know 31's not going to hit. This man's really hard to hit, by the way.
The highest AC in the party.
Oh, yeah, he is the highest AC
Yeah,
in the
we
party.
usually kind of like that about him.
And then against his flat-footed, 14 on the die, so it's going to be a 33
Yeah, that hits.
against your flat-footed. So okay. He's not immune to precision damage.
He is not. He is Marius.
You're going to take 4, 8, 11, 16, 22, 31 points of damage. And as the dagger, backstabber, so another 1 precision.
Per die, right?
Huh?
1 per die? Just
as
one?
As far as I know.
That's
I have
funny.
I have
Okay,
the
just one.
master, but
Fair
just
enough.
one. So as it slashes out, it goes against some of your tendons. You're clumsy 1.
Candy, CMG.
Card.
Marius drawn,
Which
MD
means-
shoots over to him.
Is it obvious to me that Marius is?
It's obvious to everyone that Marius is hustling.
Yeah. It's just something that's kind of
Clumsy 1.
hard to deal with. Alright, well. I'm going to, watching the sort of light kind of fade from Marius's eyes.
This is made to attack me.
I'm not gonna hurt him. But I want
I'm not gonna hurt him, but
I want to kind of just put some stuff on him to restrain him here.
You wanted to stoke the heart. Fun.
I'm not gonna be stoking the heart. I'm going to. Yeah. I'm going to quickly kind of just sort of ducking around Reginald, like under the crook of his arm, as I sidle up and I quickly reach out an arm to Marius. This is Chill Touch.
Oh, you're moving up past Marius. Okay.
Yes.
Or past the original.
As I reach out an arm, just kind of like glancing onto yours. I'm going to need you to make both a I'm going to need you to make a fortitude save, and then I guess we'll see what happens. But
he is an undead.
Yeah, I
So
never
much
used
stuff
this extra
undead.
effect, but I got a whole section just for you.
No, that's
This is going to be the session where he rolls really high the entire time. by the
Yeah.
way.
He already has been.
39.
That's
Okay,
a regular success.
it's just a regular
Critical
success.
success.
All right.
He has the will save 1, or fort save 1.
Yep.
Hey, I give you a half after that.
Turned on
Hey,
by
way to
a
go,
friend.
dude.
Not
Sorry.
again. Empower Kemi's resolve. Hyperbole, a hero points for Edelmay.
All right.
And that's
Nothing's going to
I
happen.
don't spawn then.
I'm
You
sorry.
rush
I don't
forward
like
this
this either.
magic.
Thank you.
Marius just absorbs it. A tentacle from the ceiling quickly lashes down towards MD as you strike out against Marius. And I will absolutely use one of the 2 villain points that I have from Link 1429 here. Roll twice and take the better of the 2. I'm going to take the natural 20.
Oh my god.
If it makes you feel any better, the other one's an 18.
As it hits, as it strikes as the tentacle reaches down to strike at me, MD notices the movement, turns around, and it hits against his breastplate, activating his fortification rune. No. It's a 10 on the die. One of these days. I don't want crits.
Critical hit. You see the tentacle coming in, and what catches you off guard is it looks like it's just a slap. But that's not what's happening. As the tentacle comes down toward you, it almost slows, and a maw opens up on this mass itself and bites down low. This is gonna be hurting.
Yeah.
No, you're fine.
17,
80 points of slashing damage.
80?
80.
Nothing.
Cool.
It's nothing. You eat that for breakfast. I know that.
These teeth latch around your waist, and what looked like a maw the size of your torso, you realize is bigger than you could have imagined. It's gigantic. It's enormous. It is going to attempt to grapple you. So this is versus your Fortitude DC. It's a natural 20.
Why am I here? Right?
Oh my god.
I'll burn them all early.
Yeah.
Cammy,
Yes?
the best little itty bitty gnome. Go kick butt, and may the boys bless your milkshakes. Handsome Ganker with a hero
Nice!
point. As this grabs
Watch out there,
MD.
bud.
And before you even realize how big this maw is, the tentacle just continues, slapping down onto the floor where MD was, and MD is gone. You are swallowed whole.
Again? This is my life now.
Aw, dude, no! No. We just started.
Don't you love fighting blobs?
I love those
Is
things.
he?
personally.
Is this creature coming from the ceiling?
Yes.
So he's not taking up all this space. It's
Well,
kind
he
of,
is. He's just above you.
Right. But we
Yes.
could go roughly freely.
You can move around underneath him, yes.
Yeah.
You can. 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool. I'm great, guys. I'm doing fantastic.
And I need you to make me a fortitude save.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's
That's
really
25.
Not a critical failure.
Yay.
It's close. It's not a critical failure.
bad. So bad.
You're enfeebled too.
That's made against me, by the way.
And as you are pulled
Guys.
into this thing, you see this maw large enough to swallow you whole. You don't feel like you've been swallowed. You don't feel like an ooze has subsumed. You don't feel like you've been shoved down the gullet of a creature. You're simply gone. You are in an endless, screaming void, being bombarded with insane visions, ramblings, knowledge. It's overwhelming. The pain is clear. Yes, it is crushing you, but you're not even sure how much longer in here you will remain you. You hear it speak again. Yes, delicious. I see now you've grown their essence well. Marius.
After that being touched by the tentacle, Marius kind of stands there motionless and silent for a moment before he slowly turns to the party to say, like, he's shown me everything. I understand everything. The universe, creation, it all makes sense now. We must be together. All is one. Together our knowledge will provide the strength needed to bring back the old gods.
It's not that simple. You're being lied to.
Salmandor can be awakened from the bottom of the lake.
Marius, you need to get a hold of yourself, okay? What happened to MD? Marius, you need to get a hold of yourself.
I'm gonna bring us all together. And Marius raises his bow
No.
and charges it up. And I'm just gonna open up with Song of the Bow and do a nice big explosion.
Look at everyone. That's huge, right?
Yep.
Big boom. All right.
So I'm gonna draw and kind of aim toward prototype.
Dude.
But it's a burst.
I don't even know what's happening.
It's an AoE the size of the room, so it doesn't really matter.
It
It
you
doesn't
too.
really
It's
matter who it's
hit
aimed at.
everybody. Does it come with a strike or is it just an AoE?
Make a strike.
Oh, so you still get a strike. You still get the damage if you hit him.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. That's
Welcome to
gonna be-
Stranger Hands!
I still know your name.
Ooh, that's bad. That's a 5 for a. I'm low, so
The spawn
25.
is gonna use 1 point of mythic power to reroll that.
You're sick.
Dude.
I just.
A 7.
You chose the wrong person to turn against the party.
27.
He missed me.
Not gonna hit, but it is still
It's a
gonna
strike.
blast.
It's
But as long as I don't
AC?
critical fail, it's
Strike
still the
against
burst.
AC.
That misses me.
Well, it's a prototype. Yeah, it's.
Oh,
But
I
then
thought
the
group.
AOE is
oh,
still gonna hit
okay,
everybody.
the AOE is
He
set.
just
I
doesn't
see,
take the
I see,
arrow.
I see. I was about to be excited.
What's the DC on the AoE?
Great news for MD. It doesn't hit you. Because you're not. He doesn't have line of effect.
DC 28 Fortitude.
Fortitude?
Yep.
You did that.
I'm
Did
gonna.
we all roll that?
Yeah.
Yep. Including Marius. It's in Marius too. DC 28.
15.
I'm gonna try and disappear.
Regular success.
DC 28, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm short 2.
DC 28 Fortitude?
Oh no, I beat it. I beat it. I did it. I beat it. I got it exactly.
I rolled a 37.
Regular success.
Cammy, kind of putting an arm up and blipping just in a series of dots out of existence.
Blipping good.
Giving myself a little bit of an extra bonus. It's a 37.
Regular success. You don't get it. Regular success.
A regular failure. I got a, what is it?
She's the only one that failed because the spawn also got a regular success.
I got a 26.
Okay. So half damage for everyone.
And it's 24 damage, so
24.
12.
So you take 24. Spawn's gonna take 12.
Good news, everybody. My die are still
What's
rolling as normal.
12, because I'm resisting 12.
You'll see the spawn in the ceiling shudder a little. It does take full sonic damage.
Because you took the rest.
No, because it's 24 damage, right? That's what
Yep.
you said. So
I
half
resist
that.
12. Oh no,
You
half
resist
of
12.
it. Oh.
Because you got a success, so it's 12. Then you get 12 from blipping, right? 'Cause it's your
Yeah.
level, so you don't
So
take
I
any.
am. I am.
You take nothing. She blipped it.
I'm
Frame
gonna
perfect.
tank again.
I
I'm
framed
gonna-
it. Dodge. Roll through the explosion.
And that was an activity, so all I can do now will be I'm gonna hunt prey on Reginald and Prototype.
Dude. Speaking of Reginald.
Are you clumsy or stupefied one?
He's
Or-
clumsy one.
Clumsy one?
clumsy right
Okay.
now.
I, amongst that explosion, jump ahead and move towards him, and then I'm going to get up next to him, roll around, tumble, look all cool. And then I am going to do one of my feats that I've never done, which is called Dirty Trick.
Okay.
So as I get up to him, I stay to the ground and I quickly basically tie his shoes together. It's like
We don't want to hurt him.
I don't want to hurt him.
We're just trying to restrain
So
him.
I hook his shoes together. Attempt a thievery check against target's reflex DC.
Okay.
Critical success. The target is clumsy 1 until they use an interact action to end the impotent success.
He is already clumsy 1, so that's not gonna.
It's not gonna do anything. It doesn't stack on top of each other.
It doesn't stack. No.
But it will let it keep going.
It lets it keep going past that beast because it's going to end right here, so it'll keep going until it comes back around.
I
to you.
will
so
do it
go
anyways.
For it.
Yeah.
Go for it. Give me a thievery check. Where's your reflex DC?
Oh, actually, it's not bad. Ooh, that's a 39, son.
These shoes are tied together.
That was a.
That's a double notch
Like
right
whenever
there.
you see the sailor wrap the thing around the pole and immediately ties.
Yeah, it was a 39 or the 34 for.
Okay, regular success.
Okay, and then I guess I have one action left.
Yes.
I'm going to cast shield on myself.
Smart.
Yeah.
Prototype.
Oh man.
A lot of things are happening. Welcome to the party.
What the hell's going on around here? All right, so first Prototype is going to just like a huge heat wave. It's just going to shoot out from him in a 10-foot radius specifically. And
Ceiling's within 10 feet.
so perfect. It is an eminence, so I assume that goes up.
It absolutely does.
I'm going to do that, and as part of this action, I'm going to also kindle inner flame. So that means once this heat wave shoots off me, sparks start popping off me, but then you two, they start popping off of you as well. This gives you gives you a +2 to reflex and acrobatics checks, and then your strikes gain the flaming rune.
Spicy. Okay.
Whatever does that mean?
And you can also, you can also step as a free action once per round.
That's the big part.
That's
the
awesome.
big part.
What do you mean?
So you're basically
one 5-foot step?
functionally hasted, but you can only use the extra action to step. That's the good part.
Yes.
That's the big one.
Yes, so you get all that. So Protep's gonna do that. I go. I guess we're hitting the him now, right?
Cut MD out.
That one?
Yes.
Okay, I guess. He's going to turn up, and then like a little compartment in his chest will open up, and there's just what looks like a jet engine, and it's going to just shoot energy out. It's going to shoot fire directly at the thing up top.
Okay.
It is in my
your
aura, so it gets, if it has immunities or anything, it just bumps it down one. I think is my understanding of it.
So the spawn is immune to fire, but due to the just raw energy of your aura, that immunity is reduced to a resistance.
Okay.
So it's still resistant to
He's
fire.
got so much fire
But
that
it's
you're
not
no longer
It's
immune.
not completely immune. Yeah, it literally overwhelms immunity to fire.
That's
Okay.
so funny.
So
It's a
I'm
cool
oh my
flex.
gosh.
I'm going to play something really cool. I'm going to make a ranged attack on the thing up top, and I'm doing 2 actions to do that.
Okay.
Which I gain a status bonus to the damage roll equal to my Constitution modifier.
5, probably.
It is 5.
It is 5.
That's cool.
So I'm going to make a ranged attack at this thing, or impulse attack rather.
Arcanus
like
is
a
just
whole
making
scene.
space prison on the side.
I don't want to be
He's
here.
not like,
Woo! That's a 36 to hit.
36 absolutely hits.
I love to see it. So
That
that's
engine just blasts the ceiling.
yeah. I just go, got it, and my hips just point up, and I just erupt into fire. That is not too bad. 10 plus 5, that's 15 fire damage total as it just erupts and shoots all over this thing up there. He just goes, I don't know what's happening. I didn't know I could fully do it like that, but we're going, baby. And I'm gonna take my free step action to go 1 up, just because I have it.
Just join the party.
Just that way,
So-
if he snaps out of it, then he gets my good vibes as well. But
Its
for now, that's
immunity
that.
is removed, but it is still very resistant to fire. It's going to blunt a large amount of that.
Okay.
But you are going to see a little bit of a sear across of it. And then that brings us back around to MD in the space void. You're holding your breath. You can't breathe in whatever this is. It's cloying and crushing. You are desperate for escape. When you are swallowed whole, you've got 2 options. Step 1 is make just an escape check, which is either athletics, acrobatics, or an unarmed strike. Step 2 is to try to cut your way back out. If you have a light weapon, you can still swing it, but since you're kind of completely constrained, it has to be a light weapon. And if it deals slashing or piercing damage and you hit hard enough, you can cut your way free. It is just permanently flat-footed to you on account of you're inside it. So that's
The real question is it immune to precision damage?
it is not. It's not an ooze. It's
It
not a
is an
shape.
aberrant though. I'm so used to aberrants being
I
immune.
thought
Not
it
a
was
lot of
the-
aberrations are really.
We're gonna stat. I have a war razor in my hand.
You've got a light slashing weapon.
Yeah, I have a light. Thank you, Marius. My panic against him.
Is he in my aura or no? Because he's in the guts.
He's not in line of effect from you. So same reason he didn't get hit by the sonic blast is he's not.
I don't know.
Guts is another dimension.
But he cut out the guts.
I'm going to attempt a slashy slash. 16 on the
Yeah.
die for a total of a 39.
39 will hit its flat-footed.
Hey,
Regular hit.
that's fantastic.
I mean, your people kind of eat you a little bit, right?
Oh, sorry, drop that by 2.
37 still will hit.
Okay, thank God. That was a 16 on the die. So what is 5, 10, 14, 16, 19, 20, 24.
It says on this paper right here, rupture 24.
You did it!
That is exactly
Oh
the
my
amount
God.
you need to hit exactly that
Look at
hard.
you!
Dude.
One
knock your
round
way out.
rupture. Dude, it ain't
So,
a thing.
first action, you cut yourself out, and since it is the hole of the ceiling, you can drop into any square in the room that you so choose. Where do you fall out?
North of Reginald.
Boop!
Box Marius.
Surrounding
and-
Marius.
Yeah, you're my aura.
Now, the bad news about being swallowed whole is you start your turn grabbed, immobilized, and slowed 1, which means you still only have 1 action left from the slowed. But you are out.
I am out. I will say I did hit him while he was flat-footed to me. He is weak 5, 2 slashing damage.
Fair enough.
And I look over at Marius. Gang up. I'm gonna slash at him too. You know what? Data Tempest for hitting my friends. I know I can't keep getting away with it. I'm not going to use the actual effect of the card, though it is hilarious. But I am slashing at Marius. It went from a 3 to a 7.
That's more than double.
Hey, nice, dude.
And second attack.
It's not gonna hit.
You know his AC is a billion.
I know his AC.
You fall down as you drop back into the room. The wooden floor of the attic creaks as MD drops into it. A loud groan echoes to the room as he slashes out. Aedelme returned.
Okay, where's... Sorry, this guy's covering up a lot of space. Where is the step ladder?
It's right below you, 1 square to your south.
There it is.
Found it.
There you go.
Gotcha. I'm just keeping that in my back pocket.
That's where Reginald started.
I just want to know where the escape is. That's all. Oh gosh. Okay, so he's flat-footed now because of your getting up?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know about that thing up there, but he has a lot of eyes and mouths.
I don't know. I don't know about that thing up there. Oh gosh. I'm going to... Oh, I can't use my free step. I'll go onto the...
It doesn't take up the whole square.
Oh,
it's
okay.
not 5 feet by 5 feet. You can
Okay.
step around it, yeah.
Okay, because I do want to give some space here. And I'm going to... I didn't expect for you to make it out so fast, man.
MD is free, needs another point. Darmasin, hero point to MD.
My candy senses are tingling.
He sensed danger. Also, he's probably in incredible pain right now.
She knows every single bit of it. Like all
That's
that
true.
stuff you described, she's
Oh
getting
yeah, because you have your empathetic
yeah.
link. She knows exactly how incredibly wounded you are.
I'm shocked you got out so fast.
A different sensation.
That's what you just experienced.
Something new.
Okay, so we've discussed this before, but my heal spell does damage to undead
yes.
creatures.
They get a fortitude save.
I was saying before this, I was like, man, I don't have any damage spells prepped. I just have
They
so
get a
many
fortitude
heals.
save, and the 2-action heal does not do the plus. It just does the dice.
Okay. Okay.
The 3-action heal heals all allies and hurts all undead.
Yes.
Well, it's not allies, it's anyone that has positive
Okay.
healing, which you don't know what the spawn is.
Here's what I'm going to do for now. I'm going to look over at Marius, and kind of... So the last person that he was targeting was Reginald. Right, Reginald.
It was Reginald and
He's got
Prototype.
those
He's
two.
focusing on
I don't know what's going on with him. I'm looking at him targeting Reginald.
I am
I don't even know who
feelings.
that guy is.
I gave you sparks.
That's not my robot!
Still might be possessed. I'm going to look at him targeting Reginald, and I'm going to need you to make a will save for me. This is Needle of Vengeance.
Okay.
Say 20 or 32.
32 is just barely a success. Barely a success. So it should still be the half damage, but from now until I say so, for every hostile action that you take against Reginald, you're going to take a low amount of damage. It's going to be half of what it would have been, and it would have been 12 for every action, so 6 damage.
He shoots a lot, so it's every shot. If he does like the Hunter's Flurry, that's
For
6
every
twice.
hostile action.
Okay.
So be cool.
So be cool.
Just be cool. Just be cool.
Don't do whatever you were doing in that vision you did before.
And I'm going to
Opposite.
give the
So-
7 temp HP to MD.
That's me.
As I also look over at D, and since that was a free action, I've got time for a little extra. You're really beat up. So
I am
fast.
bloody.
One slap.
So I'm just going to go ahead
Okay.
and pop a 4th level 2-action heal onto you. So that's going to deal you... I'm going to need 48.
Oh, I got 3.
Oh, good deal. It's a good roll. It's a really good
I
roll.
never wanted
Big
to come to
dice.
this.
22. It's 22 plus the... What is... So...
8 times 4.
Fourth,
What? Plus
32,
20,
so 54.
54.
I need a calculator.
Nice.
As I back up with my hands in the air, just kind of making eyes at Marius, and just say, Marius, I know you're in there. You should put down your bow now. I don't want to have to hurt you.
I'm no longer bloody.
This spawn in the ceiling sees this wave of energy come out. And you feel its focus roll over to Edelmay. And it's going to incant something. Make a will save.
Pretty good at these.
Is he gonna hurt me?
Nope.
Then I'll just make it.
Then fine, I will. You twisted my arm.
Alright, it's gonna be a... What am I doing? It's a 30.
30
Yeah. Will?
30
Yeah.
is a regular failure. You...
That's a high number.
Regular.
Boss 5.
As you... Yeah, you kind of roll out the crit fail on possibilities a lot of times. You can pass. It's just a big number. It incants this, and you immediately feel just overwhelmed. A fraction of the gift that has been given to Mari's insight, knowledge, understanding. You are confused.
It's so great working with you. I'm so excited. How you doing? Do you need anything?
You're confused. You're not on his team.
Okay.
You're not really on anyone's team.
You're starting to see both sides.
Raw Talus energy flowing through your veins right now.
Oh, I'm paying penance.
Marius, make a will save.
Oh, good. 33.
23. So you look across this, and you see empty, bloodied Edelmay desperately healing him. You feel this immediate pang of empathy, of remorse. You blink a minute, all you see him kind of pause. And everything stills for a moment. The spawn speaks again. Yes, you understand. We are but food for your king. Our brethren. At the end of that sentence, it starts to lose meaning a little bit. It's half words, you get the gist, but you hear a little bit more of this clicking, harsh language that everyone else is hearing. You hear another voice coming from seemingly nowhere. It's not inside your mind, you're hearing it. It's spoken, but nobody else hears this at all. Resist. This turn, you are on their team.
Team winners.
Do I know this?
So don't hit Reginald this turn. Okay.
I had everything prepared. All right.
He's gonna mess us up.
It's gonna be all dramatic. Help me, please. You know. Okay. Give me a moment.
I've suddenly changed teams.
Yeah. Marius is like looking at Reginald, basically the whole party getting ready to fire an arrow, and then suddenly you see him kind of freeze for a moment. Like shocked look on his face as he realizes like what he's doing, and kind of quickly shoots away. He's like, I don't know what's happened. I know everything. I'm sorry. And basically as he tries to quickly avoid attacking the party, it's kind of just like a jerking motion upward to just kind of unleash the arrows, just kind of shooting away at the mass.
Okay.
How, in terms of like time,
Yes.
would I within like an instant be able to shift prey, hunt
It's
prey?
like almost
Okay,
automatic.
yeah, as long as it's automatic.
Absolutely.
Then
you
I'm
can do
gonna hunt prey on the ceiling, and then hunted shot on that, and that's a
There he is.
9 and a 6. Not great.
So you can tell he switched teams.
He's back.
He's back.
Yeah, he's back.
He's with us.
I don't have clumsy.
You do still have clumsy.
You are clumsy.
Your shoes are tied.
But I'm not moving.
And just like, don't even like give Reginald a funny look.
Okay. So then 20.
You buff this man.
I don't think this is gonna go anywhere. That's a 29, and then lower than that.
Those 2 arrows are both going to sail up into the ceiling, and they're going to shoot up into the mass. They're not going to do any damage. They're just wildly fired amongst the writhing tentacles and the nonsense.
Okay.
Neither of those will hit, but the entire creature on the ceiling, as you fire at it, lets out a roar, and dozens more tentacles start to drape down around the room. No, brother. Focus on what you are.
And
The rest of you can hear the anger, even not understanding the words.
Okay. I'm just gonna make one more strike against it. Just
hit it
as I try to fend off everything around me. Okay, that's an 18.
Good.
That's 18 plus 32.
32 will hit.
Okay. We're getting somewhere. Five, 7 piercing, and 3 sonic.
7 piercing and 3 sonic. I heard 3 sonic.
Yep.
That's rough.
That's what he's taking.
I mean
But-
that's what I figured was gonna happen.
As that arrow hits, the thing cries out again. You are Krosh Kartal Nargok Cogs! Doesn't make sense anymore. You're hearing the same thing everybody else is. You're hearing a language you don't understand. And you hear another voice, again, the same one, a woman, in the back of your mind. By my order as queen, resist. It's been a while since I've swung the pendulum, and this time around, it is soft and gentle. So I, the great mother of the court of silk, shall grant thee a boon of the Fae, a wheel for your time of greatest strife. Oroku-san with a wheel. You may have caught on from the fact that I said this turn. This was going to be a decree of an ongoing thing. But with that, your mind is wholly your own.
Well,
I am not your brother.
Yeah!
he's our brother.
All right, well, that's
Marius is back, baby.
Did I
Reginald.
notice the fact that piercing damage did absolutely nothing?
You probably, yeah. You see the arrows just kind of shooting up into the mass. They don't seem to be harming it, really.
Alright, well, it's just free to just drop my weapon.
Free action, just go, nope.
Okay,
Not
and
working.
then I will...
Come back to this.
I wish I could do it with this, but I guess not. But I will do a phase bolt up in the air to hit the thing as the most... At its face? I don't know.
It's all face.
It's all face.
Should be easy then.
Same for the mouth.
It's all
Yeah,
mouth.
Mouth's moving.
The biggest
All
mouth.
face, baby.
Well,
so it's I roll and it's plus my I don't do the spell very often.
Yeah, it's plus your spell attack. And plus your whatever that is.
I wish it was
Roll a
higher.
d20 and tell me what the number is. We'll figure it out.
yeah.
If it's a 4, it doesn't matter.
That's not great. That's hold on, wait a minute. That would be a 24, which I'm guessing misses.
Definitely misses, yes.
Because because I was able to go in that black and white thing during initiative.
You've got your time powers back, buddy.
Can I try? What is it called? It's called a turn back the clock.
You can turn back the clock.
Oh snap! And so as I see that missing visual, I'm like, nope. I try and re-strategize and try it again. It is worse, so much worse.
He's built different, in like the
shoot
worst way.
A phase bolt up into this and
Just-
see it just dissipate into the mass on
Oh
the ceiling.
gosh, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this.
Question: when Mario shot it, did it look like the shots just like outright not hurting at all, or is like they're not penetrating his skin?
Looks
Like,
like they're
resistance
just-
versus
He's noodles. It's kind of hard to hit the noodles with piercing. The noodles
Okay.
are pretty thick, but like the shape of its mass, it is just a heap of tentacles. It's just naturally really deflects piercing.
Okay.
So it doesn't take like half damage or anything?
It's got no, on a phase bolt's got a hit.
Yeah, phase bolt's got a hit
Yeah,
for sure.
Nothing.
But like, it's just so hard to hit with that thing. Okay, I have one more action.
One action and a free step if you want to take it.
Oh, what's that?
That's a note. Read it.
You
after
can
this
move
one.
a square.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Extra spicy.
Spicy.
I am going to pull out my pipe. And I believe that is an action.
It is. Prototype. National gets ready for a smoke.
Did I want to move?
You want to step anywhere?
You got a free step?
Yeah,
Free
I
step.
will. Wait, free step meaning like I can have like my full, like
Step.
one.
One square.
I will go.
You just stay within 10 feet of me, and you
I mean,
keep
there's nowhere
that.
really you can go in the room.
There's only like 2 squares that don't
He's
get
the
that.
whole
Got it.
ceiling.
He's the whole ceiling.
I think I was gonna stay where I is.
Fair enough. Prototype.
Okay, so I have a question for you, because I have an ability called Architect of Flame. I get to form a wall or dome of my design. You create a wall or fire within 120 feet. In addition to the normal choices, you can make up the wall as 10 feet long, 60 feet high, blah, blah, blah. This is
Big
3
wall.
action. Can I make the wall at, like, the base of the ceiling here and just kind of cover the thing in, like, a wall of flame that is just directly over us?
So
So instead of it going vertical, it's a
You
horizontal wall.
can, yes, but yeah, you can. There's no reason you can't because it doesn't have to be. It's not wall of force. It doesn't have to be on an unbroken space. You can conjure the wall of fire just across it,
Yeah.
like horizontally. You can just set the roof on fire.
It said you
Yeah.
can make a dome, so
I can make a dome. So, like, can I make
There
it
are
like
a variety of ways in
catching
which
the
you can just
spider.
make it be all of the up there as
Okay,
fire.
I just want to make sure I can do, because this is, frankly, all 3 of my actions. So I want to make sure that I can just kind of encase it.
Absolutely.
So everyone, I look over at everyone and I go, okay, I guess you're back. You're cool again.
hi, friend.
Oh, friend, good. Okay. he's going to go excellent. Throw his hands up, and then there's just gonna a whole, like, all fire will just burst from him and just encase the thing up top completely.
The
So it-
whole of the ceiling ignites. Wall-to-wall fire shoots across the body of this thing. Flames flickering across its tentacles, dancing through all the gaps, illuminating for the first time the creature you are actually fighting. Embers drop down from the ceiling as the wood begins to burn, and what does it do?
So all it says is it just makes like the wall, but it does 4d6 damage. I assume if it's like moving through it, it lasts
also
until my
just-
end of turn, but I can sustain it up to 1 minute.
Yeah, it's just kind of in it, so it's taking the 4d6 damage.
Perfect. 4d6 fire damage. It doesn't get no flourishes with that. It just assume it will just kind of keep taking that.
It's basically persistent damage unless it somehow gets out of the fire, which doesn't
Which
seem
it doesn't seem
feasible.
like. Can I borrow a d6?
But it's also gonna a little bit. 4d6 is gonna
you know,
a little struggle to get the.
it's still in the
resistance, but
aura,
It might be
so
taken.
you know, I just have to kind of keep pretty close to it. That's 13 fire damage total.
That is more than the resistance that it has.
Guys, I would love some help
Like
with
a
this
little.
thing, please. this has not been fun for me.
What?
Well, and now it's
Empty.
behind a wall of fire.
No, it's in a wall of
It
fire.
is the wall of
It's
fire.
not between the two of you.
Alternatively,
You can put
we
wall of-
leave.
It's not wall of force. That's why I got stuck on for a
Oh.
second. You can put wall of fire in enemy spaces. It's up there.
Cool. Another question. Is Gang Up active right now against them?
Sure is.
Awesome. We're going. Am I still enfeebled?
Sure are.
I'm going to use this hero point from Damasin. If I'm suffering, it is a different sensation. If I am suffering from sickened, frightened, clumsy, enfeebled, or stupefied condition, I may change that condition I currently suffer from to another listed conditions. I'm stupefied.
He's stupefied.
Dude can't even catch a
Okay.
spell.
Watch out!
Play with your magic, idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah, MD stupefied.
I'm already there. And we're going to double slice. So I'm going to swing out with the shield, swing out with the War Razor. 2 attacks at the same map. Gets us flat-footed. That is. How did that clock?
No,
Okay.
it's corrected itself.
How did it clock in the middle of the dice tray?
It was having some fun.
Friction.
It was doing like when like
the
you slide it
highest
in.
is a 42. Gets us flat-footed.
So I have good news and bad news.
Okay. He's immune to crits.
He's not immune to crits.
Okay.
He's on fire.
You are flanking him due to gang up,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
due to the fact that this thing is a mass of eyes,
Okay.
it is immune to being flanked.
Sweet.
It is not flat-footed to you.
Okay.
Boo.
The good
Boo.
news is a 42 crits its full AC.
Yay! Yeah! Actually, get bent, dude.
The other one is
sneak attack.
It's a roller coaster. I don't know what to feel.
the other one's a 34.
34 is a regular hit.
Okay, cool.
That thing's dead.
I will never hit him.
That thing's immediately dead. That's crazy.
Died instantly. So you don't get your sneak attack damage, but you do get a crit and a normal hit. And this is with the razor?
Yeah,
Is the bless only on a 20?
Natural 20, yes. And it's weak 5 to slashing right now, till the end of your turn, right?
Yes, until the end of my turn.
Weak 5 to slashing.
So it's 4, 6, 8 plus 7, 15 times 2.
30.
30.
35.
35.
Weak to slashing.
And then with the shield, it is going to be 8 or 6, 11, 19.
Is that bludgeoning?
Yeah, it's bludgeoning.
It'll be a lot less.
But with the initial slashing, I want to make it weak 5 to piercing.
Okay.
As its debilitation.
Okay.
And I use my third action. As I go through, one more, I wrench the knife in and wrench it even harder. I'm going to flinch.
Ooh!
So he's going to take persistent bleed damage. Cleansing Slice with my last action with the double slice, and a both attacks hit. Oh, he doesn't have the debilitation. He wasn't flat-footed.
Oh, great, true. He wasn't flat-footed.
But Cleansing Strike, both hit. He takes 1d8 persistent bleed damage per weapon die, whatever was the highest that I hit him with.
So 2.
So 3.
3d8 persistent bleed damage.
But also, all his resistances to physical damage types are reduced by 5.
Oh, okay. The gaming. Good news, bad news again.
No, dude.
Bad news. Link 1429. Stop being it too, you dumb elder squid thing. Putting back the 1 villain point I've spent from him. Good news. I'm not sure when our automaton became a kineticist, but I'm all for the random personality disorder or something. Prototype's got a hero point.
Yeah! Dice Tower.
Cheer.
Dice Tower. I'm gonna read now.
Okay. So,
see you guys next round.
That was a lot on my turn.
You have an action left, don't you?
No, that was all of it. Flensing is my third action.
Oh, flensing is an action.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a
So his
really
weaknesses are down by 5. He's bleeding. You got a huge hit on him, and you hear it groan, and the whole bulk of it sinks down a few inches, letting loose a cascade of splinters and embers onto the floor. Cammy, you are confused. What does that mean?
It means that my turn is not my own.
Uh-oh.
All right.
But I was gonna help somebody out, but now he's doing okay. It's actually just me.
So all you can do is damaging spells or strikes. That would include if your target is Marius to heal. But here's what you're gonna do, because you are just in chaos right now.
Yeah.
Great news is chaos could still be the spawn. Roll a d6 and we're gonna go around the table. 1 is the spawn, 2 is prototype, 3 Reginald, 4 MD, 5 Marius, 6. You know what? I'll let you pick. But you still have to be attacking.
I pick, but I just still pick like MD or something. I'll be like, I feel like
I'm confused. I'm
so confused. I'm sorry. Like,
let the improv decide who you're actually confused
Who's
about.
Kenny mad at right now?
4.
1, 2, 3. MD.
Hi.
Dodge that bullet.
So what do I need to do?
So all 3 of your actions are spent dealing damage. It's any damaging spells or attacks you can muster. You throw them at MD.
I'm so confused by this party. They keep hurting each other.
If you've got a damaging cantrip, that's usually the default. If you've got like a daze or a telekinetic projectile or whatever in there.
She's got a gun.
I mean, I got a gun.
She's got a gun.
She's got a gun.
I've got a gun. No. I've got chill touch. I got daze.
Is chill touch and daze are both cantrips?
Yeah.
Pick one of those.
Okay.
Probably daze because you're in range, but
Sure.
The funniest possible thing right now would be you to critically fail, injure yourself, and then MD
I
takes
never
that
use
damage.
And fall down the trapdoor.
Cammy kind of starts wobbling over there by the corner. She almost trips down the trap door, and she kind of saves herself. She's like, "Whoa!" And she's like, "You're back already? Are you good? You were in there for a long time. Here, hold on. Let me help you. I'm gonna make a will save."
What's great about this is I made myself suicide too.
Oh no! He's still will 6 minus 2.
I rolled a 9.
7.
Okay.
We're gonna add 19 to that.
Regular
So-
failure.
Yeah, finally somebody.
Okay, what's Days do these days? Because that card is super wrong now, because it's like totally changed in the remaster.
Oh, well then I can't tell you, I suppose.
Because it does, we used to do no damage, and now it does like some damage.
It would do 3d6, it seems.
Days says...
2d6?
3d6 looks like it's probably right, every 2 levels.
Yeah.
It looks like it's 3d6.
3d6.
It used to just be like...
Well, because there's no damage on the base, so I think it's 2d6.
Well, 1d6 on the base.
No, it has 1d6 on the base.
1d6.
That card's old.
Yeah, it's
what I'm
yeah,
missing?
1d6 then plus 1d6 every 2 levels. So
Okay, so I'm rolling 3d6.
3d6.
Ouch.
And the main goal is it critically stuns on a critical failure. but
Okay,
it
do I
increases.
still add my spellcasting modifier?
Nope, it's just 3d6.
Okay.
Days is there for the stun.
Imagine if you critted. You would have been stunned.
And I would have got a plus.
That would have been really funny.
Oh,
Really great roll. 13.
13.
Just an amazing roll by me.
13 mental damage to
What are
MD.
you doing?
Huh?
You
Do
have
you need
one-
help? Do you need help?
No.
You have 1 action left,
Do you need help?
which I'm gonna say, what do you have in your hand normally? Nothing?
Nothing really in my. I got greenie.
Just throw him.
I just imagine you,
You
need
have
to
an
just, like,
offensive
punch me in
spell.
the face.
You have offensive abilities. You got 1 action left to give Greenie to.
Yeah. You know what's so funny?
Heal him.
Heal him.
Heal him. Do you have his T-pose gone?
Oh wait, what? I have that.
Seer
No,
blast.
T-pose is here.
That's
T-pose is here.
That's an offensive spell.
Yes, it is.
It's 1 action from you, isn't it?
So, yeah, it's 2 actions for this guy.
He only needs 1 from you.
I see what you're saying.
The math adds up.
Heal him.
Well, I gotta hit somebody first.
Well, it'll be him. So.
So okay, so I hit him and then I'll give him half.
No, I'm making a joke. You're confused. Heal him.
Hit me with the spirit blast.
You have 1 action left. You gotta use it
I'm
offensively.
gonna help
Took a second.
You out so bad.
I'm gonna heal you so
You're gonna
good.
feel awesome after this.
I feel great.
Is it an attack roll or is it a
Make
will
another basic will save.
save? Here comes the lizard.
And guess
The
what?
wonderful Wizard of Oz.
That's not gonna make it. I don't think so.
It's a 30 minus 2, so it's a 28.
Failure.
Guess what we figured out? My good old buddy Arcade has told me that I've been rolling that damage way too low.
That's awesome.
It's a whole lot bigger. It's been leveling up. This is 10d6.
That's fantastic.
I'm gonna need some of these. You're gonna feel awesome after this.
You guys are weird. you guys are really weird.
Imagine if
You guys got
Cammy
no
was the
chill.
seat of Dominor.
I don't get this group.
Can I take that 10?
I guess. You're taking my life away from me.
There's a lot of infighting recently, I see.
Whoa, okay.
Me, mostly.
I'm not adding this up for
Greenie
you.
comes out. She picks up Greenie and
That's
holds him up.
bad.
And Greenie looks at MD and just kind of looks back at Edelme and looks at MD.
I forgive you.
It's okay.
I forgive you, son.
You've never seen a more apologetic looking chameleon
It's not your fault.
before he floats up into the air. And just
Trying to
looks
resist
back
it.
at Edelme and looks at MD again and looks back at Edelme and then starts to glow.
She's a little crucifix floating.
42 damage.
Oh!
Can a chameleon
Do
have
we
a
walk?
single tear?
What is going on behind me?
Alright, so you know when she
42
healed me?
spirit damage!
I
I'm
was
back
so
to where I
excited
was
to
at
whip up
before
that
she
new
healed me.
damage, man. Oh yeah, I just spent my whole last turn.
Net neutral.
Ah, man.
Net neutral.
Actually,
And then what?
negative.
Someone
Give me
who's
back my dice.
who? Cammy, you heard it all? You're not hurt at all.
No, I'm
Marius is
fine.
hurt.
I've
I'm
been
a
hurt.
little hurt.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put the 21 points of healing into Marius as more damage.
Is it temp HP or actual healing?
It's restoring HP. It's real HP, so yeah, it would.
It would hurt.
It would
Marius.
hurt him.
Well, is it
It just
positive?
says restoring HP. I don't have
Is that
anything.
the positive trait?
Who knows?
I
Because it
wrote
might
down
actually
on
heal
paper.
Marius. If it's there
Shed
are
spirit
yeah,
healing.
because there's things like soothe. Soothe isn't positive energy. That can heal. There are
No, it's just restoring HP. There's no.
it has half
the
damage.
The spirit.
Marius, you get 21 health back.
Yeah, I helped! Oh my gosh, best turn.
Let's hope that I stay on the good
I
side
was
this
so
round.
excited to reveal that I got to do more damage.
Make a will save. You couldn't. It couldn't have come at a better time.
Okay. And
Ouch.
it's not gonna hurt me.
No,
Yeah, okay. Whee! Nat 20.
you are no longer confused.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness. I was trying to figure
I
out,
get my
can I
free
do
step?
something to break it?
You get your free step. You're still
Yeah,
there.
because I definitely came over to you.
Oh,
So
He's just like, you feel better?
Do
Do you feel better? What happened to you?
On the ceiling, this creature shudders in pain and roars. And these tentacles that have started to droop down lash and whirl about the room, thrashing and striking, hitting the walls, sending shards of wood flying, striking against the floor to massive groans under the force of the blows. Wildly, aimlessly, striking out across the party. 40 to hit Marius.
Yep.
32 to hit Prototype.
Yeah.
34 to hit MD.
Yep.
That didn't go in that tray. 31 to hit Reginald.
That... Oh, I don't have my shield up after that last turn. That would have been... That is a hit.
You didn't cast shield last turn? You cast shield 2 turns ago?
Yeah, that was 2 turns ago.
Regular hit on everybody. He gets to pick 4 targets, so congratulations on being
won the
confused and
lottery.
thinking you weren't a problem. So
It was too small. Like the tentacle went over her head.
He's not down low enough yet.
Crashes into the wall above Cammy. She tiny. Her size an advantage finally. Right underneath it. So, for the rest of you, that's going to be, that's the wrong kind of die. That's bite dice. Let me get the slightly smaller slap dice.
Yeah, don't use the bite dice.
That's sarcasm?
Oh, no, slap dice aren't quite as bad. Slap dice are smaller than bite dice. Everyone knows that. That's almost minimum.
Good.
Let's go.
So 20.
70.
20 points. 70. 20 points of bludgeoning damage to each of you.
Can it make me a reflex saving throw?
Sure.
Because it did that to me.
That's rude.
17.
17 will.
I feel like that's probably a critical
pass.
failure. What?
Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry. That's a critical failure. I reversed the numbers. I was like, oh, he rolled my DC. Of course. No, that isn't.
He's blessed?
None of that one.
So
2 actually.
He's going to hit
4
me,
even.
and then I'm gonna say ow, and then underneath me a small circle of lava just opens up and erupts all around me and shoots up to hit him. So he's gonna take some more fire damage
I like
in response.
all the fire and the wooden building.
Safe.
11 fire damage total.
Almost.
You know what? I almost rolled max.
Oh.
That's only double
reactive one
D6.
may
It's
not get
okay.
there. So,
Oh, I should have been one more. There.
here's... Does it do anything fancy on a critical failure? Is that like persistent
No,
damage
it's
or
just
anything? More damage?
I can.
Does it double?
I can leap up to
Is it a
half my
basic
speed in
save?
any direction.
Well, but like, is that a basic save?
Yeah,
So is that
basic
11,
reflex save.
So is that 11 is 22?
Yeah, you doubled it.
Oh, then yes. I'm sorry.
Yes. Okay, that does damage. 22
Okay.
will get there.
I also get to leap half my speed in any direction.
Do you want to leap after your speed? Well, hold on. We'll give it.
It doesn't trigger reaction.
It's not about a well, I guess it would order of operations that would go first. So that triggers on the strike. You want
Okay.
to leap half your speed in a direction?
Yeah, put me next to MD.
Boink.
I assume
up to the
that's his
wall,
name.
As you
Alright.
just kind of ride this slap. Does a 36 beat your fort DC?
Yes.
Grabbed. Does a 38 beat your fort DC?
Yeah,
Grabbed. Does a 37 beat your fort DC? Yep. Grabbed. Does a 39 beat your fort DC?
Yes.
Grabbed.
Why are you asking?
So, well, because they might some of these might be critical successes.
Oh, that's right.
That's everybody?
Not you. These tentacles
Everybody except for me?
hit everybody and wrap around them. All 4 of your companions, Adelme, as you kind of recover from this confusing mode, as you come to MD, are slapped, smashed into the walls of the floor, and wrapped around, entangled in these like tree-like tentacles. Massive, sturdy, tar black trunks. None of you can move. You are all flat-footed, and the tentacles begin to constrict. Everybody make me a fortitude save.
I got a 25.
So bad today, man.
Not a critical failure.
What'd you roll?
A 25.
Oh, thank God.
You said fortitude?
I rolled a 3 on the die.
Me too.
No, you know what? I'm gonna trust this. I'm just gonna go with it. It's a 26.
Regular failure.
Yeah.
Regular
See
failure.
what happens.
32.
Regular failure.
26 as well.
Regular failure. Ouch. I have really bad news about what this ability is.
Oh gosh.
Are we all evil
It
now?
nicely
Can I
puts
take it
us
back?
outside.
Can I use a hero point?
It puts us at the front door.
You all take 25 points of bludgeoning damage. And in the constricting force of this tentacle, all 4 of you are unconscious.
Youch.
What?
My aura drops.
Holding.
Hey, wait, I think I just started bleeding damage.
Bleeding damage!
Thought I had more time to plan.
11.
11, he's taking all of it.
That fire on him drops as well. That fire's gone.
Okay.
Whoa.
They are all
drop my cane.
unconscious. You have an empathetic link with
worst part.
MD.
Yeah.
So you know he's not dying.
Okay.
He literally has just had the air crushed out of him and he has passed out. You can somewhat safely assume this has happened to the rest of your party too. Regular unconscious doesn't come up terribly often. It's somewhat of a moderately rare condition. So they are akin to asleep more than dying. Unless that put any of you to 0, in which case, yeah, you're dying. I don't think it did. There are
I've been hit twice.
several ways they can be awoken.
Okay.
You can spend an action to literally just like wake them up,
Yeah.
like get back in here. Any amount of healing. Those are the 2 main ones.
Just any amount of healing would wake him up?
Or you could try, like, because they're just unconscious, if you did something like loud or explosive enough to jolt them awake, that could work as well. It's like your main ones are in one action to slap anyone or any amount of healing.
I'd say guns are
Okay.
loud.
Greater
personally.
Constrict is painful. Greater Constrict hurts.
Okay.
I'm being bullied.
Your fire thing, is that an aura or is that just you?
It's an aura. It's
So-
gone. It's gone
It's
now.
turned off when he passed out.
Yeah,
Is the
yeah.
ceiling still on fire or is that one gone?
That's
So
that's
gone
what
too?
I was saying. That's gone now. I
Well,
think
well,
it said it goes until my end.
Oh
my
yeah,
next
then
turn.
you're kind of holding, so yeah, it peters out too.
Yeah.
The ceiling is still glowing red, embers still drift out, but most of the fire in the room is gone as prototype passes out. And crushed the crystal, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
It shook me.
The batteries are loose.
Okay.
So not my battery loose.
He held the reset button for 10 seconds.
I'm slowly
All right.
rebooting.
Hear the Windows startup noise.
I'm on XP, so I'm gonna be on.
I look around as everybody's just sort of hanging or wrapped up, like from the ceiling, from the walls,
From the windows.
passed out.
Copyright, guys.
And I look up at the giant mass on the ceiling, and although there's not really a space, but I'm gonna kind of try and position myself in the middle of them. I imagine like if you're in like a haunted house where you've
Right.
got all these
Yeah.
guys, like the
Your
little
large
things
friends
around you. And I'm going to cast a 6th level Divine Immolation. Which I think would be pretty loud.
That's. Yep. So. Here's
It's
the
a-
fun part. You'll have the. Anyone got actually pull out the unconscious condition card?
I can't find it.
Because I believe it's it's only like a -2 to your reflex save actually.
Unconscious. You can't act and are blinded and flat-footed. Take a -4 status penalty to AC, perception, and reflex saves.
-40 reflex saves.
Fall prone, drop items you're holding. You can't wake up until you can't wake up. Yeah.
So I need.
This is the only way I can wake up everybody in one turn.
That's
Wake
fair.
up
Yeah.
inside.
I'll wake him up.
Reflex saves.
Everyone,
So-
including
I'll
Edelman,
patch you up in a second.
make a reflex save at a -4.
Your thing's gone, isn't it?
30.
I'm
Yeah.
going to use a villain point for the spawn to make up for how hilariously low his modifier is.
31.
Okay, 31 is my DC.
The Ghost of
Oh.
Azans. I got 2 from Link left.
He
Thank you,
critically
Ghost of Azan.
succeeded.
Even in my sleep.
It is sleep!
That's a rogue,
I've already
baby!
hit you enough times times. You know what number you're looking for.
He's asleep, but the empathetic link is still on. He feels in his dreams.
He knows I mean no harm, although I do harm.
The reflex.
26.
Reflex save.
Yeah,
26
I rolled a
fails.
2 and
31.
a 4.
That's success.
I win.
That's it exactly.
27.
That's okay. So you two failed.
Oops.
What about him?
I rolled a 2 and a 4, so it's a 17
I needed
total.
that not one, sir.
Well, it was a villain point, so it's unlikely. But
Ugh. No, I'm just fishing for my
17,
blood.
versus
Okay,
a DC
that's
31.
so.
absolutely.
Your total number was a what? Sorry, it was a.
I'm going to use a point of mythic power to reroll.
No.
Roll one.
Why?
Roll a 1.
Because he critically failed.
Roll a 1.
I critically failed, yeah, so.
Roll a 1.
Come on,
Roll
do it.
1.
There's no way.
Did you do it?
Did you do
no
it?
way.
Are we
dude.
so
Did you do it?
I actually did it.
Do you have to take that?
I love a whopping.
Okay, I had the villain point, but then the mythic power rerolls 1. It's 1 die. So that's I rolled 2 and a 4. I rerolled a 1. Oh. I can't
That was the best case scenario.
I wish I had a nice game. I don't want to touch it like it's legitimate.
Talk about divine intervention.
Hold on. You all see this? You all see this right now?
Join our Discord.
You can see on the screen.
Hey, on the Discord.
Look at look how one lead that I'm taking a picture for later.
I'm making
Oh my
up for my
God.
last turn right
That's
now.
actually
I know.
one.
I know.
Ghost of Azong gave me the villain point right back.
That's nice.
It was unfortunately a hero point disguise. So not only does the spawn critically fail, it also activates your bless card.
This is way less than waiting 1 year.
Let's go ahead.
I can't believe I actually rolled.
And
one.
let's take clean through triple damage.
Triple sounds good.
Triple damage on your crit fail, which was already double damage, and
Yes.
double persistent. Am I
Yeah.
understanding this right?
Well, it's triple instead of double, basically.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you just take a double persistent, double base damage. It has no resistance to spirit damage, so it's taking all of it.
Double persistent, triple base.
Triple base, triple persistent. If it says triple, the thing gets doubled. I'm tripling all of it. This is a bless. The generous interpretation. What everyone else
How
get?
much do you need?
Okay,
I had a 26.
Regular failure.
31.
76.
Regular
Regular
success.
failure.
Regular failure. You're taking half prototype.
Okay. What was that? The number total?
6.
Well,
Oh, she's
we're
not
getting
getting
there.
find
I
out.
forgot. She's doing
It's
a
gonna
lot.
be huge on the spawn.
Sixth level.
All
That's
right,
right.
so you guys will be just taking the normal full.
Oh,
you guys will
yay.
take half.
I'll take nothing.
You're fine. You'll take half.
Okay, great.
He's gonna take triple what this is.
Oh, spirit damage is good.
I've never wanted you to both roll incredibly high.
Yeah,
and
like,
look
oh,
at
please
that's a
hurt
lot
me.
of wood.
Hurt me, Edelman. It's
Do
worth
it.
it.
So that's 10, and then that is going to be. It's a really low roll. I'm not gonna lie. So that's 8 plus 10. It's 18. But 18 times
54.
3 is 54.
What,
nine.
36?
And it'll be.
Or no. Yeah,
So we took
36
18?
resistant.
You two take 18. Prototype takes 9.
It's
I'm looking
2d6
bad.
persistent.
And there's a lot of persistent spirit damage coming out too
Yeah,
for
that's just
stuff. So persistent damage is what? You don't
Persistent
roll a
damage
nat
would
right
be-
now, but it's what is it total?
It'll be a 2d6, we think. It might be a 3d6. We'll double check it.
Okay, we'll figure that out,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be half for prototype. Would you take any persistent on a success, or do you not take the persistent?
No persistent on
None for
success. He's
prototype.
fine.
Regular for you two, triple for the spawn.
Triple for you.
It's, yeah, it's 3d6.
And what did
3d6
you
on
get
that
on your reflex
persistent.
save? Edelman?
Oh.
So it's 3d6 resistance.
I'm
36 is
gonna.
the normal?
Yeah, so
I'm
96.
gonna-
36, 96.
I'm gonna try to disappear.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. That would be smart.
I happen to know that it will deal damage.
I have insider knowledge. I'm being told this
Okay,
is going to do
I don't
it.
disappear.
All right. You're focused on,
I got it. Yeah. I'm getting greedy. I'm getting nat 20.
Nat 20 and a nat 1.
Drops and just points up.
What are you gonna do about it?
What does it look like? What do we see here?
Can't keep getting away with it.
She can.
What does it look like?
Cammy, she goes into the center, all of her allies hung up to dry, completely knocked out. She takes Greenie, and she just ducks as hard as she can and rolls herself up into a ball. And she just lifts him up on one hand, as he, like Simba, just like arms outstretched. And nearly in slow motion, as a fountain of divine magic starts to pour out as his tongue stretches out towards the sky.
So
And then what happens next is ear piercing.
what's fun
What's fun?
is they took damage, right? They
Right.
wake up.
Yep.
Immediately.
Yep.
I didn't take damage. I don't wake up until my turn.
They
Loud.
Was loud.
It is very loud. If that was not enough, if the cheers of the party here in the studio were not enough to wake up the characters, the spawn is bloodied and falls. We're gonna take our midstream break. It's a little late,
Oh!
but we gotta do what we gotta do.
I want to get playing.
Stand up, stretch your legs, grab some drinks. It's going to be about 10 minutes. I'm going to shorthand this whole pre-roll thing here. If you're still here, if you're watching the show, if you enjoy our content, give us a follow. If you're on YouTube, give us a subscription. Put a lot of effort into these, and that is the best thing that you can do. Help tell the algorithm that our show should go to more people.
GG's.
Fine well in the first half,
Happy to be here.
but this thing is coming down.
These two, baby.
Don't go too far, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. We left off in a truly pitched battle against a spawn of Shub Niggeroth locked away in the Acnean Mun's attic. We have bloodied the beast. It seems it can be killed. Will we be able to finish the job? Is the question. A massive blast from Edelmay ripped through the attic, dealing immense damage to the beast and causing it to lose its grip on the attic's rafters. The creature falls. The whole of the rest of the party still in its grasp as it smashes into the floor of the attic. There was never a chance the floor would hold. The spawn, Edelmay, and all in its grasp plunge straight through the floor into the laboratory underneath. Everybody, make me a reflex save. You are all conscious, so no -4.
Let's go.
That is certainly enough to wake you up with no perception
I
check.
roll
needed.
a 7 on the die for a total of a 28.
I rolled a 7 on the die for a total of 29.
36.
Regular success?
Critical success.
Perfect.
31.
Regular success?
32.
Regular success. So, 2 failures,
Yeah.
3 successes.
Let's go again. We failed.
Team failure.
As this thing smashes
I
through the
love hitting the
floor
ground.
into the laboratory below where you had fought the horrible bee-filled skin stitches,
Without context, that
the
rules.
bulk
Great
of this
episode
thing
choice.
continues, smashing through yet another layer. But first, from Hypervol, a bless for Cammy.
Whoa, you got another one!
Whispered secrets of a shattered age. I summon you. Renew this sage. Do it again.
Yes! Thank you!
In poetry.
The fastest thing we've ever seen a bless go on.
Ever!
In poetry.
Fastest
Beautiful.
plus in the West.
First of all,
This side of the Mississippi.
It's just blessing the way.
That's not this campaign.
Oh,
16 points of damage
Oh, that's fine.
that's
to
not
those
fun.
that failed, 8 to those that succeeded. Those who succeeded, as this falling creature loses its grip on the 4 of you, will stay on the upper level in the skin room.
Yay!
What a
These
cool name.
dangling curtains still hang around the room, most bashed asunder. Those who failed will continue with the bulk of the spawn as it crashes through that floor into the laboratory below. You can see the whole of the beast now. A massive pile of writhing, flailing tentacles perched atop 3 elephant-like legs, sprawled out so large that it is spread across the 2 floors. We have Prototype crashing down to the laboratory, MD crashing down to the laboratory. We have Reginald, Edelmay, and Marius managing to stay on the upper level. This thing, massive, strewn across them both. Now, as you land, as you hit, Aedelme, you do still have one action left.
I do.
Just a brief bubble update where you are.
So let me see where I am. I guess where did I fall to?
There you go.
And as we're falling, Aedelme takes damage. Some of that damage is blunted and sent to me instead.
She took 6.
I took half of
Oh,
the 16,
8.
which was 8, but I actually took
2.
You take
6.
24 total, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There you are, Cammy. Aedelme.
More than
A
one.
massive gaping hole in the center of the skin room, still strewn about by the corpses of the hollows you had struck down before. This creature draped across this pit, dangling into the laboratory below, where you see Prototype and MD prone.
Prone?
Prone.
That's where I
You,
want to
did
be.
you just say you're unconscious?
You're unconscious?
He's double
But you
prone.
see MD dying. His body hits this 2-story drop on the floor, and his injuries get the best of him. Dying one.
I don't have my action left to do reach, so
Here. One action. These floors are about 15 feet apart,
okay.
vertically.
So how much damage would that be?
If you were to just jump down, 15. It's very easy, Tui. 15 and you would
Oh,
land.
but you'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to use the stairs, actually. Then I can't. If you take it, that's one fail, isn't it?
Yeah. There is a ladder. It would take you a full action to climb it. So from where you are, one to get to the trapdoor, and then a full other action to climb down.
Oh.
Unless you have something that makes you climb faster. A ladder's simple enough. Well, you do actually need a climb check. It's easy to fumble in combat, especially if your athletics is particularly poor.
But if I take damage, I'll only make it worse.
A ladder's DC 5. Don't roll a 1.
I don't really want to play with this. That's not my life in my head. It's
Roll a 6.
yeah. It's like
What's your athletics? Is it -1?
it's a -1. I shouldn't be.
Got it. Well,
No,
DC
I
6?
shouldn't be gambling
DC
on that.
6 then.
No, he'll make it one turn. One turn. We're just gonna have to. I will actively do more harm by trying to get to him. It seems.
Done a lot of harm.
So that sucks so bad.
What do you do with your last action?
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to staying by the hole. I still have I have an eye on him, right?
You can. He's kind of under. You see the hole in front of you. See how it lines up?
Yeah.
He's like way back behind you.
Okay.
You can't see him. But you have to be where the spawn is to see him effectively.
Okay. Oh my gosh, how am I gonna get to you?
What do you do? About 6 seconds.
Stoke the heart.
Okay.
That's the bit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
As the three of you reawaken, you re-enter initiative here. Marius, you see this thing is sprawled out into a veritable jungle of writhing tentacles, reaching throughout much of the room. You are just outside of its reach. What do you do?
Okay. Coming back to it, very dazed. A lot has just happened. I have a question.
I have an answer.
I have ammunition that can do a line of damage.
Okay.
And this is a bunch of tentacles. So, would it still be one hit if it's doing a line of penetrating damage?
It would do. It's still the same as a piercing arrow. It's hitting the one spawn.
Okay.
This is not, unfortunately, the shining place for that one.
Okay. That's still tempting, but did you tell us if there was any, if it seemed like there were any elements that it was weak to? I know you saw it up at the beginning.
A lot has happened, and she did make the knowledge change. You write it down?
Yes, I did write it down.
Of course you wrote it down.
I mean,
she's the notes one.
In the notes list.
Oh, I
No,
wrote
these
it down.
are notes.
No, I have notes.
They're unhinged writings.
I have notes.
Hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
Call me, call me.
So, I imagine when I initially described it, I would have. I mean, we're talking flavor. I'm not going to, in character, tell
Right,
you that it
that's-
is immune to acid, electricity, poison, and fire, or resistant to bludgeoning and piercing.
That's fair.
Okay.
If I knew that.
So the only thing that wasn't said there was cold.
Yes.
I'm gonna try that. Let's see this. Let's try something a little different. I'm going to activate my one cold elemental ammunition, or greater elemental ammunition arrow.
Okay.
And then I'm going to concentrate really hard because I don't want to miss. And I'm going to use Hunter's Aim to try to get a little bit of bonus to this attack roll.
Okay. It is also prone from very possibly, obviously, failing its save. It too took the damage from falling to the floor, just resisted most of it.
So we'll give this a shot.
It was flat-footed.
Okay.
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 I am out of the. I am still within 30 feet of it, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're 20 feet
So,
away.
21. Let's do some math here. 21 plus, that was a 17 on the die, plus 2,
Minus 2?
40.
Minus 2 for volley, or did you already put volley in there?
No, I already subtracted the volley. So it's 40 and then flat-footed.
40 exactly crits. It's flat-footed.
Ooh.
This is what it was for!
Yes.
This
40
is what I wanted.
exactly crits. It's flat-footed.
Okay. All right, so now we get a lot. Now I'm gonna be confused again. Okay.
This is the cold arrow too, which it does not
Yeah.
resist cold at all. So it's
The plus
with stoked. You're
The
stoked.
plus 4.
Okay,
and
so
7
plus
temp
4.
HP, by the way. But
Oh,
yes.
good. That's good. Remind me of that. That's very low. So it's 3, 6.
Oh no.
Another 3.
With,
Awful.
it's also on top of your normal arrow damage.
That I'm just doing the regular
Okay.
arrow. I haven't done. So should I divide up the piercing and everything?
Yeah,
too?
give me the piercing first, because it has.
So-
well, with the crit, surely you're
6
gonna,
piercing. What?
Never
That's double.
mind. So it's still.
Piercing.
Okay, let's go for the cold. Let's the cold do better.
Okay. Yeah, and then there is another 6 sonic.
Okay, takes. Is that post doubling?
That's after doubling.
Okay,
It was
so
3.
you take all that. Take 6.
Okay, and now, what am I rolling here? Splash of damage. 3d4.
It's not fancy arrow. It's not weak to it, but it's not resistant to it.
Okay. That's 12. Plus.
4, 4, 4.
No, 6, 3, 3.
3D.
Oh, I thought it was D4.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You're like, okay, I'm like, that's max, brother.
No, that's pretty good. Yeah.
I was hopeful, and I was wrong.
He was very quick for the draw.
No.
Close.
3, 2, 3. 8.
16.
16, and then that's 3 splash as well.
19.
Is that with your stoke?
25.
I have not said stoke yet.
Okay.
33 with stoke.
Yeah, assuming that.
After resisting all your piercing, 33 points of damage, it sounds like.
And then I don't know what does the deadly go into.
Well, deadly is part of your piercing. It doesn't double because you've already eaten all of its. Oh, its resistance is 5 lower still. It hasn't come back to your turn yet.
Oh, well, you might got
Well, no, that's
yeah.
no, never mind. It'll take all the deadly because you've burned through all the piercing resistance.
Alright, then there is an additional 3 deadly.
So we'll take that too.
And I think that is it.
MVP.
So, you're still taking.
And it is that is persistent damage as well.
Sick. All right.
Yeah,
take
no,
a
speaking of persistent.
you have an action left?
No, that I used the one wasn't in it.
Yeah.
so-
Well then, speaking of persistent damage, Divine Immolation is still happening.
You actually just got 3 temp HP. Let's just say
Oh yeah,
that.
so 10 total
So
with the
I
other
just that's 4 on here.
10 HP doesn't stack. It just replaces it with a new one.
one. Okay, but so I got the 7. So does
Got
it
the
actually
7
go
to
down?
4, so you have
Okay.
Reginald!
All right. This hurts.
Now, as we come around to you, as you get up, start to go. You aren't prone. You kind of catch yourself here. You made the reflex save. You see this massive writhing thing. You are very much amongst the tentacles here. Make me a reflex save.
I already did. That's not bad. It's not bad. That'd be 36.
36 will succeed. So all of the area around you within reach of the spawn is difficult terrain, but you have no further benefit.
Is there tentacles all around me?
Pretty much. The thing is just flailing. You are just kind of amongst them. It's all difficult terrain. If you're in its reach, you're in difficult terrain.
Okay, so in one of my previous terms, I did drop my sword of the.
Yeah, there's somewhere.
So that's gone.
There's somewhere.
I'll have to find that after this. All right, I'm going to pull out my crossbow because I don't have the. Right. And I will devise a stratagem.
While you roll that, I found this on the ground. Here you go, Corey. A hero point from Logan.
Hey, thank you, Logan.
What's it say?
Thank you, Logan.
Devise your strategy.
Roof demon. That's me.
Roof demon.
Roof demon.
Roof demon.
That's me.
What?
There's his name on it. We just knocked him on stream.
I think I've said my full name on stream before anyway.
That's kind of your bit.
It's my bit, yeah.
Right, devising a stratagem. I think this was Hypervol. I'm going to use this one.
Like that strategy. If you're looking at it, you don't like the numbers.
I'm going to re-roll that devise a stratagem.
The maths ain't mathing.
That's worse, so that's my can't do that. That's a natural one.
Okay.
I just rolled.
Well, it's free action because you had a subject about like what Mon was doing in his tower. This
right.
Is,
so
this is that.
right.
So definitely
so
free action. You got 3 left still. Well, 1 is you drew your crossbow. 2, 1 for drawing the crossbow. 2 left.
Pull out the crossbow. I think I still have the pipe in my hand.
You do.
I'm gonna freely drop that. My stuff's just everywhere now, and then mine as well. I'm gonna try phase bolt again. So basically, just coming from one arm, going around, and then just shooting out. No, I can't attack him because I did devise a strategy.
That is still an attack roll, so that would be.
So I'm not actually allowed to attack him.
You can't. It would just still use the natural 1 to phase bolt because the same target.
Doesn't matter. The big reason why I need to do my whole turn was to battle medicine myself with my last.
I'll do that. That's probably smart.
Yeah. I'll do that.
You do that.
Yeah, you'll need that.
I'm just a complete waste, guys. It's fine.
That's first.
I will do my DC 30
Go
to
for
try
it.
and really go big.
Go big.
Come
Go
on.
big.
Go big.
Go big.
Go big.
Do better.
I'm going to get rid of this one, which I
No.
think probably came
Better.
from. No, not this one. This one did.
Oopsies.
This one
Do it.
came from Nebula.
Go big.
The
I get it.
strength of
I
rage
don't
and fire,
remember
which
the
I almost
turn.
used this.
Go big. Go at least medium.
No, I gotta go big. I already. Okay, thank God.
Oh.
It's 17 on
All right.
That's like
You
38.
roll however much healing you have for yourself.
I roll 2d8 plus 52.
While you get that math prototype, you are up. You
it's
are
taking
prone, and I need a reflex save from you as well. You are also in the tentacle
Take that
forest.
for that.
Okay.
damage off
As
it?
I take my
Why did
reflex
you do
save,
that to me?
I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's a 25 total.
Okay, everything around you is difficult terrain. In addition, your speed is reduced by 10 feet. So it costs you 10 feet per square, and you have 10 feet less total, meaning you can probably only move 2 squares on action.
Counter argument: is the hole above me?
Vaguely, because the floors are directly above one another. So the hole is above where the spawn is, because the spawn is kind of dripping down through. It's not filling the whole space.
Okay. Okay.
Its mass is sagging, hanging through the gap.
So is it one action to stand?
Yes.
Okay. I will stand, and then I'm going to use my ability Burning Jet.
All right, we've established that the robot can do that.
Yes, but now the jet engine's on my back. It lets me stride up to 60 feet in a straight line or leap up to 40 feet in any direction instead of striding. So I would like to leap to the next floor using that.
So 40?
Can I get to if I get to the 3rd floor, I'll take that
40
too.
is gonna become 30 because
Okay.
of the speed penalty. 30 is gonna become 15 because the whole area is still difficult terrain, which is what I said the distance between the 2 floors was.
Okay.
So you can just get up.
So here's
and
the other
jump
part
to
of this actually
enter
is
the
that
hole.
The other part of it is that I hover briefly after leaping into the air, and I don't fall until the end of my next turn.
Oh, you want to be in the hole?
I want to hover in the hole there.
Okay.
This is all 3 of my actions to do this. Unless I can Burning Jet from prone, but I assume I'd have to stand to do it.
Prone, all you can do is crawl. You have to kind of get up so you can align your jet.
Okay. So, I can Burning Jet again on a subsequent turn to remain airborne.
Okay.
So I would just like to hover there. And as you 3 just see me rise and just stand in a hole, and I go, hey, big guy's down, and I'm not a medicine man, by the way.
Can I get a lift?
I can drop you safely, but I'm going up. Also, probably don't get near me for a little bit. Just a warning.
Elevator's going up.
Crocs! Cosh! More!
Yeah.
More! As all the eyes across this thing's body spin wildly, scanning the rooms, hanging briefly on each of you, largely still focused on Marius a bit longer than anyone else, as the thing takes an action to pull its bulk around. These huge trunk-like legs that are just sort of sticking, wriggling up into the air, rotate, 1 hooking over the hole, 2 planting themselves on the floor of the laboratory down below as this thing braces itself through the hole across the gap and just whirls its tentacles, lashing wildly once again. It's can't reach Marius, so the targets are easy. Everyone else.
What if I'm not touching the ground? What if I'm in the middle of the air?
40 to hit. 38 to hit.
That's still a hit, actually.
Oh, so I can't help MD. Because
37 to hit. The hit. Dying 2. Then we have 36 to hit. May.
Do I have any cover?
You are behind a curtain. You've actually got concealment. I got 3 villain points. I'll villain point the concealment roll. Well, that would be the concealment roll. So that's not the hit roll. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna retroactively do that. I'll be fair. This is the hit roll. 30. 30 hit?
Just barely. I'm gonna try and disappear.
You hate to see it.
I'm gonna try and disappear. No, I'm not. Wait.
It burns your reaction. You want to use your reaction?
Well, you need to not get hit, don't you?
I need to not get hit. It'll just take less damage on me. So it's probably still worth it. I disappear.
Alright. Reginald. I'm maxed out hero points. Let's give Reginald a good healthy slap. One of the 2 I have
almost
from...
died.
Well,
I almost died.
How about that almost?
This is like a personal problem.
I'm going to take the one that says 44 to hit.
You miss. I'm lying.
Almost.
I'm lying.
You could just do that.
We could just say that.
Is that a crit? Is 44 a crit?
We don't have table candles. We could just say
44 is a crit on me, yes.
Alrighty, well let's get some damage across the board here. We've got 3 hits and 1 critical hit. Damage on MD is irrelevant. You're dying 2. Those are all the same numbers. It's going to be 26 points of bludgeoning for Prototype and Edelme, 52 for Reginald.
Thank goodness I just did that down. 52.
-6. Yeah, it's still active.
What do you say, 54?
Dying 3.
52.
Happy you could be here for your death, by the way.
That's why we don't have cooldown changes. I love him to death, but...
Yeah, that damage from the link is going to not be that. Well, can that increment more than once a turn? I feel like that can only increment once a turn. I don't think
so
it can
too.
increment more than
Yeah,
once.
it makes sense to me, actually.
I mean, okay, let me think for a second here. Because just as a GM, both ways, I've always ruled that if someone's down, you could technically spend all 3 actions just hitting them 3 times and insta-kill them, that you can't do it more than once a turn. This is a different thing, though. I don't... You don't die till dying 5, right?
I don't die.
You'll be fine. He's dying 3.
Let's go.
Prototype.
I mean, this is about the empathetic bond, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would he have empathy when he's unconscious?
It's not so
magical
much
rich. Just
He
call him
knows
that.
my intentions.
It's called Guardian's Aegis. It's always active.
Prototype.
He's naturally an empath. Yes.
Feel me?
Does a 50 beat your fortitude DC?
Yeah, dude. Don't be mean about it.
One of my favorite joys of Pathfinder 2 EGM is just asking if comically, absurdly high numbers hit.
That crosses the Starfinder too.
it's really fun.
It's fun.
You know this, Joy.
I know, but I don't like on the receiving end of it.
Does it? Oh,
Yeah, it does.
Does it beat it as a crit?
Yeah, it does. I recently learned what that means.
You are restrained.
Midair?
Yeah, very much so. Don't worry about falling at the end of your next turn.
That wasn't good anyway.
You are not just immobilized. You fly up right next to this thing in the hole, and it just enwraps you. Holding you up against it, you are fully pinned. You cannot move at all.
Okay, he's gonna get wrapped, and he's gonna look at one of the 37 eyes or whatever. It's just go, eat me, eat me, do it, eat me.
What's happening? Reginald.
What?
There's a 46 meet your fort DC.
What? What are we doing?
So mean,
I'm already hit.
You are also restrained. I'm assuming that's a critical success.
What do you say? 46?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are drawn into
Sorry,
the
I'm
bulk
sorry
of
I'm
the
taking
thing
this
as
out
well.
on you. This isn't you. I'm just.
This isn't you. This isn't me.
Restrained, you can take no actions but the escape action. You are fully pinned, and until you get away from this, that's all that you can do.
At least it helps my thinking.
Oh,
like I don't have to
dude.
think about my next turn as much.
This is
All I do is explode.
Both of you need to make me fortitude saves as well, as you feel this sucking emptiness as maws open up around the tentacles wrapped around you.
The roof is back.
The roof is back. 41
I'm up and down.
Woo! 41 success. You're only
You
enfeebled
said
1.
fortitude?
Only.
Yes.
That is 31.
Enfeebled 2. Both of you also start to see these images, these flashes, this overwhelming knowledge, this insight, understanding that mortal brains, or whatever prototype is, were never meant to have. You feel like you could lose yourself here just as easily as MD could fully inside the thing, as you are all but that.
Wait, so we are like kind of like
Hey.
taking over our minds.
Hey, he's still bleeding.
And 3d6.
Andy Stinky.
Is my persistent damage at the end of his as well?
Is it,
Ooh.
resistance damage is always the end of your turn. 15 is taking all of that. Okay. 18, 23.
Come on.
That's good. Does MD's end? No. Does Cammy's end? Yes.
Ugh.
Even in death, I can't be stopped.
Still bleeding. Well, how about that?
Oh, that big die.
So, you are dying 3. This would be, to any lesser man, the point where you start thinking about how good of a run you've had. And it might still be. Because at dying 3, do you have the thing that raises the DC?
Yes, I have 8 plus my dying value now.
Okay, so it's 3 lower? So it's 2 lower, because it's usually 10 plus dying value. Your DC 11. You have a 50-50 to pass or fail. Dying 4 normally is the end of a character, but MD is so tough that he can go to dying 5. That said, a natural 1 would lower you 2 stages and kill you. Got any hero points? Nope.
Pass that really slowly.
You should
He
roll
said he
mercy.
doesn't have any hero points.
Oh, I could break this, dude. We don't even do
Just
it.
crush it in your hand, really
Just
easy.
smash it.
Say some
MD.
prayers.
Similarly, a 20 would bring you up 2 stages, but as injured as you are and as much as you've taken, that still wouldn't stabilize you. Just go to dying 1.
The 2.
My man.
But also that means
Look, here they come, here they come, here they come!
That big X29, Jaded Tempest.
Use it.
No
Use it now.
dying! 4 MD on my points for you! You have 2 hero
that's
points.
so sweet!
Go for that
could
20.
reroll it.
No!
Wow.
No, he doesn't want to!
Wait,
he
what-
doesn't want to re-roll
Do they
it!
cure dying? Is there one that cures dying? Do that one.
Well, I mean, maybe. I don't. This
He
is,
doesn't
there's a
want to
new deck.
re-roll it! He's
There's a new
fine!
deck. Do you have anything?
Do they do anything that could be helpful?
Because that puts you to dying 4. Anyone weaker than MD would have left this world, but MD is ferocious.
Too angry to die.
Too angry to die. Stoic. hanging on by.
One of them's the wall. I'm going to use it for a reroll
What? No. Why are you doing that?
because
Do it. Yes, gamble.
if I
Fine, you're safe. Literally don't do that.
Because you're already safe?
Cammy's next. It's up to you.
she is next.
But if she stubs her toe, he'll die.
If you
If
step,
I've got more actions. No, I'm okay. I've got more actions. Stop. Don't do that. Literally. Stop. Please stop. Stop doing that.
Yeah, do it.
Go me what? No, like why? For a nat 20?
For the nat 20.
If
For the nat 20.
if you
For the
or
body.
Shut up.
We're going
You
big.
or Adel may take a single point of damage.
I die.
You die.
I'll be okay. I will be okay. I'll be okay. Stop. Take it back. No, why? No, don't do that. That's so silly. Please don't do that.
For the nat 20. This is
Roll it.
where legends are made,
No,
dude.
for the 11.
DC 11.
Risky for the
Wish you wouldn't
biscuit.
do that.
Risky
I
for the
really
biscuit.
wish you
Risky
wouldn't
for
do
that
I
biscuit.
really wish you wouldn't do that.
14.
Oh, he's good. Oh, he's built different.
Dying 2.
That's why you do it.
Oh my god.
Now you can take 2 points of damage.
Thank you, Maverick.
Oh my gosh.
That
Sully's
was.
gonna have an aneurysm.
That actually, I was about to get actually mad at you.
You're gonna physically do that last point you needed.
I'm gonna put you for
Don't
real.
you dare kill yourself right now.
I'm putting you in the ground.
I'm gonna kill you for real,
Oh
man.
my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Real damage for real.
Adel may.
You wanna
Do
pass?
that.
Adel may,
You wanna pass that?
make a reflex save.
What?
You're in range of the tentacles.
This is why you do
It's
it.
my turn now.
Yep, make a reflex
So
save.
I have my reaction back.
You do. This isn't gonna hurt you.
That's
Do you
what
trust
she said.
him? I rolled like 7 d6, like 7 d20s on the last time we did this. So like, I don't
Yeah,
trust him.
hold on. The stakes are really high, so
back?
you're just gonna have to wait a little bit.
Oh, okay.
If I do that, can you still get me?
Do I have a little trick?
Are you sure? It
Yes.
says that. But it says whatever.
Whatever.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
What do we do that? No, I can't.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that.
Never mind. Okay, sorry. You were
Reflex save.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Natural.
It's a nat 20.
Not only is your speed not
Oh
reduced,
my gosh.
Did I steal that from you? I feel like I stole
No.
it from. I feel like
Oh,
I
no.
whispered it before you
Not
said it. I was like, I
only
can't do that.
is
That's
your
not-
speed not reduced, the area in reach of the spawn is not even difficult terrain for you. So as this turn, you can easily slip amongst the writhing tentacles. Your small size is
Yeah.
really playing to your advantage here.
For the first time in my life.
For the first time in forever.
Okay. So what? Let's just be really clear. What are all the things that I could accidentally do to hurt myself here? Because if I go down the ladder,
They do. Around 6 seconds.
I'm
What
not
do
talking
do?
to you no more. If I go down the ladder, so I'm gonna have to make a check, and I'm bad at it. I'm also bad at the check.
I mean,
And
there's
then
a
if
high
I-
chance you pass.
Ladder's your
Here's
best
what I
bet.
wanna do.
It's that would jump down a hole.
If I were to go to this hole,
Yes.
I know where he is. I got senses.
If you moved up next to Reginald, you'd be able to see into the hole.
Done.
Also, you can take my knock.
Perfect.
My knock item and just go right through the.
Okay, I move over to the hole, and I will use my new meta magic for a reach spell. Is that make him 30 feet within me, or is that not quite it?
That will put
What are
him
we at with
within
the-
30 feet. 50, Pythagorean theorem. Yeah, around about 30 feet. Somewhere.
Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I
It's gonna be
do.
approximately 30, almost exactly, somewhere around there.
Give or
Cammy
take.
15
quietly,
down, like 20. Yeah, probably.
Cammy quietly, like a new fear taking over her. This whole sort of like, Ailmay's been in a funk, right? Nothing matters at this point. Absolutely shaken with fear, crawling, sneaking over. She looks over the edge and shoots out, with range she's never been able to accomplish before, a lay on hands
You
for
see
MD.
her hand glow with this yellow energy as it always has. These fibers, this fungus grow across her and then just sprout out of the floor. You see a fungal rot spring forth from the wood of the laboratory, growing up around MD, glowing along with her as it heals through.
36. And a +2 to your AC.
And a hero point. From Nebula 350.
And a hero point.
No dying, MD.
Nebula's the best.
Bestie behavior.
Bestie behavior.
Wrong timeline.
Wrong timeline.
timeline.
And that should be all of my actions.
Marius, not in range of the tentacles. You just
Oh.
need to have a... Oh.
You better
Tackle.
still stop.
Tackle.
All right, it worked one time. I'm gonna try it again. I don't have the elemental arrows that would do anything right now, but I will try a penetrating ammunition. It should still do some damage
What does
if I.
that do?
Well.
I imagine penetrates probably.
Yeah.
But
So
more specifically.
action to manipulate, and then I'm gonna do the same hunter's aim thing.
All right, it stood up. It's no longer flat-footed.
Fine.
Be that way. See my characters, I don't.
Yeah. Okay. Come on. Dice. Let's do this for MD, for Cammy. We betrayed everybody. Let's roll good. Okay, I'm happy. It's not gonna crit though. That's a 15, 21, 36.
Regular.
Yeah. Okay.
Win's a win.
So, strike takes its foot of a 60-foot line. One attack roll. It's the same target, so I think it's still only going to be one hit. So, it ignores up to 10 of the target's resistance.
Ooh!
Yeah.
That's good.
If there's anything fun behind it, it can penetrate walls up to 1 foot thick. And
an arrow shoots out of the side of the infirmary, flying out over Castle.
It alerts the police, and each target will
I'm gonna have
take.
to deal with that later.
In addition, it will also take 1d6 persistent bleed.
Oh,
So-
more bleed! Bleeds are working great on this.
Yeah.
This
so-
this is. See, this is a true darkest dungeon encounter. Horrible, nightmarish tentacle monster. We're just stacking bleed on it. This is truly darkest dungeon.
I've been forgetting to roll the dice this whole time.
Well,
It was
we got it now.
3d8.
Better late than never.
Yeah, so 16, 18 piercing, and then 20 piercing, and 2 sonic, and then the 2 piercing. Or sorry, 2 bleeding.
All right. So bleed's persistent, right? So I'll come to its turn.
Yes.
With that, it is on death's door. It is at a quarter.
Oh, and I got to do the persistent ice or the persistent cold.
Oh yeah, we didn't do it on its turn. So yeah, roll that for something cold.
Did you add in your stoke?
I did not.
You didn't
Four
add
more.
your stoke.
4 more.
Still death's door.
4, 1, 2, 7.
7. Okay.
This is the splash damage is only the one time.
One time.
Okay, yeah.
Reginald, you are
9.
restrained.
It's the only thing I
So
can
the
do is
escape action
Yeah.
What?
lets you use same thing that happened with MD when he was swallowed earlier. You can either roll an athletics, an acrobatics, or an unarmed attack roll. It's not actually a strike, it's just which way you're trying to fight free of this thing's grasp.
Got it.
does have the attack trait, so it'll add multiple attack penalty to anything you do later in the turn, including trying to escape again. If you critically fail, you lose the ability to try any further, and this turn ends. You can take purely mental actions, but that's it.
Okay. So, what is my unarmed strike?
Well,
Is that just like your
probably be the same as your attack minus the runes.
So -2.
Probably minus 2.
22? So doing that compared to my athletics is 16, and then you said what was it? Acrobatics?
Yeah, that's the other option.
Okay, so
Trying to
then
wiggle out, trying to force out, or trying to fight out.
I will try and fight out with an unarmed attack. Kind of feel like Jennifer Lopez in Enough, where like she's getting choked, but then like she puts her training in play. You know,
that would help for the attack roll.
You don't remember that?
Poll.
That's,
Yeah,
you
that
have
would
no
help
idea
that.
what's up here.
That would just walling from doing
2002 just called.
Yeah, making any J-Lo reference to the year 2025 is pretty insane.
And she is an actress. That's weird. That's probably not. Well, maybe. Oh wait. So what was it? We said we were taking away the runes, so it'd be like 20. We think with the unarmed strike. Plus 20?
Is that your attack or is that your...
That's with the devised stratagem. That would be with the weapon.
So probably 20.
It would be 20.
20, so-
So that'd be a total of 30.
He's a critical failure.
Oh my god.
What do you mean?
That's a DC.
Do you have any purely mental actions you'd like to take with the rest of your turn?
What's an example of a purely mental action?
Recall
Think really
Knowledge
good.
check is the crying is free.
That's a free action.
Thinking of
Yeah,
your loved
actually,
ones.
It's a good one.
Hold on.
The spawn has mythic proficiency in athletics.
Recognize what's I can do. Recognize spell.
30 is a critical failure.
30 is a critical failure.
That's rough, buddy. You'd have to roll 20.
Prototype, same situation.
We'll take 2d6.
Okay.
Yeah, sure is, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it says recognize. I have like a
Cast a spell. You could
crossover. I don't know what that does, but it is a reaction.
Mental things I can do.
Trigger, you gain the information from a recall knowledge check.
Explode. Apparently, I can't just think that.
If it's concentrate's mental, so if it's just concentrate, it doesn't have.
I've gone down. I have nothing to concentrate on. The thing I would have concentrated on is the jet thing that's grabs me.
His aura went down.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Can you reignite your aura for just through concentrating?
The
or do you have
aura
to do
is a
something?
stance. I assume that it's not a mental thing.
Probably not. You have to like.
Or it's aura. It says no. I might be able to. It just says as long as my gate isn't active.
Oh. It doesn't sound like there's any physical. I think you just kind of
meditate.
Yeah. Think
The other
about
ones are impulses and stances, so I assume that those ones I would need to like.
Impulses are mostly attacks. But,
Yeah. So those are the things I could use to buff everyone.
Yeah.
But I
But
assume.
you can turn your aura on.
All right, I turn the aura on. Sure. And I get when I do that, I get one action of an elemental blast or a stance impulse as like part of me turning it on.
Okay. There's
So
any of those that don't require you to move or do
we
anything.
could.
to think
We
about?
could. It's fantasy, dude. We're playing with 10. We can say whatever we want.
It's dead.
No. Yeah, it died actually. It's allergic to fire.
Quite the opposite, actually.
Allergic to cold.
Well, you want to try to escape?
I can generate. No, I can't. Never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna try to escape. I can regenerate like the doctor. All right,
cool.
Here we go. Okay, it's an athletics.
Athletics, acrobatics, or unarmed attack roll.
Okay, let's do some mental math here. He got a 30, and that was a critical fail.
failure.
This would be a 34. So odds of that critical failing are still high. I feel like at least.
34 is a regular failure.
Hang on, I didn't say I was done yet.
finding it.
I have hero points.
We're finding it. We're finding it.
If 30 is a critical fail, 34 could not possibly succeed. Like that's
what I'm thinking.
If 30 is a
finding it.
critical failure, 40 is the.
All right, I'm
minimum.
gonna thank you, Logan, for the hero point. I'm gonna give up Roof Demon, my
Roof
namesake.
Demon.
I'm not gonna
Don't worry about it. All right, one more time. Here it is. Prototype. That's 2 higher. So 36 total.
Regular failure.
That's fine. You know what? We're finding it.
You can try it again. You will take a -5 penalty to every subsequent attempt.
There's no
So,
point in not trying.
We're
it.
playing fish for 20s, yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
And personally, love a 20.
We love fishing.
That's a 6, which is basically 20 when you really think about it.
Oh.
Prototype just wiggles rapidly and he goes, "Wait a second!" and just gets a little warmer around him. And then that's it.
as Prototype struggles, this thing, splayed as it is across the floors, is only it's using the bulk of its tentacles to restrain Reginald and Prototype. There are some around, causing it to still be difficult to move throughout the rooms here, but it doesn't have enough tentacle left to actually make strikes with. What it does have is maws. It can still bite.
Eat me.
And in fact, it will. Seeing the magic pouring out of Edelme again, it's going to reshift its focus to the tiny little gnome.
If he were to be knocked prone, would he have to let them go?
Nobody be prone.
Okay.
But what if he
I'll use a villain point from
He's
Ghost of
focusing on the
South.
gnome.
Yes.
She was behind cover before, right?
She was, yeah. She's up by Reginald.
I'm on the wrong timeline. Put her back where she was at the start of her last turn.
I'd be disappearing all over the place.
I felt fear in my
Oh my
bones.
gosh.
Thank you. By the way, that was Nebula.
Let me tell you
315.
something.
Bestie.
Back there, you're in range of the tentacle strikes. You are not in range of moss strikes. It just fails.
Bestie. Nebula still.
15-foot tentacle, 10-foot maw.
Oh my gosh.
That automatically misses. You're no longer in range.
No.
I think I'm gonna be lightheaded.
It is.
I am like.
Do I legally still spend a villain point on that?
Yeah, you said you did.
Yeah.
Card
roll
blade
anything.
is a card blade.
No
I
backsies.
didn't
You
roll
picked up the
anything.
two dice when you
Yeah.
put your hands in chess.
Yeah.
I'll be devil's advocate.
Yeah.
I didn't roll anything.
No.
They got canceled on the stack. I'm putting that one back. That got
Okay.
Don't use magic terms on me.
I did just counter all.
You did counter.
You did
spell.
counter
You did
him.
counter.
Then
spell.
it
You
is-
ended the turn.
Arcana's
Stack is
room
in
counter
exile.
spells.
It's going to instead. I'm still going to use the action for sure, as she just shifts back through time to that corner. It is instead going to fight the next nearest thing to that. 50-50 between its two restrained
Honestly,
friends.
not my problem.
50-50 says Reginald.
You did
Why?
You did what you were supposed to.
Because
I see him
trying to
fighting, and I'm like, I beg you to
Trying to
eat me.
strategize.
I will still use this villain point. I'll just use Link 1429s because Ghost of the Zons are
not nice.
more targeted. I'm still gonna have multiple attack penalty too. It made the attack, it just missed, so it's at a -5. It's got all this.
I can't help you.
Well, the -5 helps.
37.
To hit?
Yep. It's just
Yeah,
a regular
it
hit.
hits. It's just.
Well, that's not a crit.
I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to take this out on you. I'm taking it out on the world. This is
not a
my
crit.
bad.
Yeah, I guess
You are flat-footed though. I don't think that makes it a crit, but
I'm not mad at you. I just want you to know this. I
Not mad,
appreciate you
I'm
and who you are.
disappointed.
You can do this. You can take this.
41 points of piercing.
No, I can't. No, I'm at 24 plus your 17.
He's at 24. He was never making it. I'm gonna tell you, he was never surviving a fight.
I'll see you in a minute. I'll be back for you.
I is unconscious.
Reginald,
Southern
unconscious,
California.
dying one in its grasp.
Reginald unconscious fucks.
Great news.
You're still.
Constrict. Dying two. Make a fortitude save.
No. That's messed up.
Now we're mad at.
No, actually,
Now you
I am
crossed
now.
a line, dude. Okay,
Whoa.
that's a really good roll, actually. 30, no, 43?
Whoa, 43?
43.
Critical success, no damage.
I didn't feel
not
anything.
get a fortitude save?
I mean, again, you could critically succeed. That's true. You can roll it. You might get a crit success. You won't take a damage if you crit succeed.
Do I use this now? My
What do
last
you-
hero point?
You're about to start rolling death saves.
It's gonna put you to dying two.
But I had to roll a natural 20.
Yeah.
To be back
Nah,
to normal.
save that hero
Yeah,
point
save
for
it.
the death throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
Save
say.
it for your death throw.
Yeah.
Dying two.
Always worth a shot.
I'm dying too.
He didn't roll out of my effect. He didn't make the check to roll out of my effect
Your dot.
on his turn.
He recovered.
No, my
wait.
persistent.
Yeah, he recovered from your persist. He didn't recover from Kobe's.
No,
Reggie,
Rex.
he would have took the damage on his turn.
He needs to roll his check. He forgot to on his turn.
Well, to be fair, unless it would have put him down.
It wouldn't have
it
put
would've
him
hit
down.
him
He did
before
take the damage,
the
but he didn't roll
spawn
to
did.
check out.
Yeah,
I
roll
mean,
check.
Oh,
now
see if
that
it
he's
stops.
down.
Okay, see if it stops. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
see,
important.
yes.
I'm on the page now. Roll and
what
see
do I
if
gotta
your
roll?
persistent damage.
My DC
Flat
is a
15.
31.
No, it's flat DC 15 to see if persistent damage is.
Okay.
That's a 3.
We'll get to that later. Oh, dying two with persistent damage. Oh!
It's okay, you're just across the room.
Out of actions, though.
Hey, bleeding.
It is bleeding.
It is bleeding.
14.
This is a fight.
I'm saving
It
this
is no
till
longer
when
bleeding.
I'm gonna
It
die.
is colding.
The dying rule.
It happens on its turn. We just forgot last time.
Oh.
Give me your hold persistent.
Hey, at least I got
Okay.
the cops off your
That's
back.
3d6.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
3d6.
6, 8.
Still colding.
Circle the map, right?
I lost my 11. Yeah, 11. Right.
Come on.
We'll get it through dots.
It has not a lot of health.
So glad Marius is here to go damage it and nobody else.
Empty.
I'm still
Prototype.
He's still
You
good.
are no longer restrained because it didn't make an action to re-grab you. You're just normally grabbed now.
Okay.
It would have had to roll to grab you again to keep you restrained.
How do I
so
get out
since
of
it
So I have
constricted,
actions now?
you can do anything. You're just normally grabbed.
Okay.
But it's empty's turn.
We'll grab this again.
That's the only thing I can do. I kip up. When we make my reflex save for being in his tentacles.
Give me it.
The 10 on the die for a total of a 31.
Regular failure.
Okay,
It's difficult terrain. Your speed's reduced by 10.
cool. I move up next to him. Hungry. One action move.
If you can end it, then we don't have to worry about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, still a little do, but well, I guess you got lay on hands left.
Yeah. One.
Just a little bit.
I'm going to one action shift my rune into a short sword. As Indy flicks his wrist, the blade extends into like a jagged, almost like a kind of just a longer war razor. It looks like it still retains some of that motif, but just a short sword now. Very uncreative. I'm going to use this hero point. Unbelievable speed. Reduce the total number of actions of the next 2 or 3 action ability spell you use or cast by 1, which is going to be Twin Pain.
Okay.
That is a good.
That's a good one.
Good card.
That's like haste in a pocket.
Yes.
All right, that's a good one. I like that one.
That's an amazing card.
So starting out with the shield, the 2 on the die.
Shield doesn't have to hit.
Shield doesn't have to hit.
Shield wasn't going to do damage anyway.
No, the other attack against its flat-footed, a 19 on the die, which would be plus 19, so 38.
38
versus flat-footed.
is a regular hit.
Okay.
You got this.
That's all you need.
Just do max damage.
It is flat-footed.
It's on death's door.
It's not immune to flat-footed. It's immune to flight.
Yes.
So the flat-footed from Twin Pain will still give you your sneak attack damage. All-around vision doesn't protect it from that.
38. Yep. That's the math.
You gotta hit it fairly hard. 25% of a huge number is still a decently large number.
Yeah. 10. I rolled low. 10, 20, 23.
All right. Is that it for you?
How bad does he look?
You could, if you want to use an action and take a perception check.
No, I don't. What a
It's,
silly.
I mean, you get bloodied in death's door for free. Anything more than that, you got to use actions or have something.
What a
There are like items that give you stuff like that, like let you tell. Like it literally gives you the hit points that the monster has left. Those exist.
Oh man.
See Reginald down, bleeding out on the floor.
Yeah.
This thing writhing. I need a reflex save.
And it doesn't hurt me.
It doesn't hurt you.
It's gonna be
Makes it
a
tough to move.
34.
It's just regular difficult terrain and reaches tentacles. No speed penalty.
Okay. No speed penalty. I wish I just had like one more action I could get at him, but I gotta get Reginald up.
Where are you?
I'm
Back where
I'm
she
back
was,
where
behind
I
the
was,
curtains.
actually.
Safety.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna rush. No. To be able to keep your stoke, because you're next.
Okay.
I'm going to. Fourth level heal. 2 actions on Reginald.
So, back here behind the curtains, he had to roll concealment to hit you.
Okay.
You need to roll concealment to target Reginald. It's DC 5, regular concealment. The curtains are thin, the room is lit with a lot of this fire. This writhing creature is damaged pretty significantly. He's not hidden, but he is concealed.
You know, I didn't break like a player rule of making a secondary character where I wanted to play. I was really diving into Reginald, okay?
Hey,
Reginald's
In honor
not
of the
going
game.
anywhere. 19.
All right, he's not.
Fine, alright.
Get seen.
Get seen. You get seen.
You're seen,
You
okay?
get seen so hard.
Get seen.
We're holding space for you and you're seen.
All right,
You get
48.
targeted.
Hey guys, I feel it. Thanks, guys. Really fun. Thanks.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah, man.
It's a safe space for our tentacle monster.
Thanks.
D8. I need one more D8.
Yeah, you did.
Alright.
This fight ain't over yet, too, so.
Really bad.
That was really
roll.
bad. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 12 on the dice, and
44.
then yeah.
44, so I'm at 44?
total. You wake up. You are still grabbed. It did not put you down.
No.
But you black out for a minute, and you kind of wake up still waving around this thing's tentacles. But
Oh my
not
gosh.
restrained. Its grip has loosened. The regular grab now. One
You just
extra
see
one.
Edelmay looking out from like a crack in the skin curtains.
Wait, do I have any hands free?
Yeah, your hands are free.
I
You
do a
can-
little tip of the cap.
You're sustained. You still have stoke. You gotta end this.
Yep.
Marius. It's weak 5 to piercing from the debilitation,
Okay.
which means it's less resistant.
Hunt prey, because I still haven't actually had to do that yet. Activate one more of the piercing arrows, and I'm gonna do just 2 piercing and a regular with a hunted shot. So, please.
Yeah, this.
It's an 18.
Probably is.
I'm gonna roll the second one.
He does.
It's another 18.
Oh my gosh!
He's built for
Oh
this.
my
Those
gosh!
are the 2 that combine?
Yeah. So that the lowest one will be 18, 36. The other is going to be the 21 plus 18, 39. 39. No, those are just the attack rolls.
So those both hit.
Okay.
Both hit. So
Kill your
it's
brother.
weak 5 to piercing. Your penetrating arrow reduces its resistance by 10.
Yeah.
It's actually weak 3 to piercing right now.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Kill your brother.
So, first one. So 6, 7, 10, 14.
17 from the weakness. 21 from stoke.
Yeah.
21 on the first arrow.
Okay.
Okay.
12. Oh, that's a lot of 6s.
Yeah, it is.
18, 20, and then 4, 24. The 4 was for the stoke. So
27 from the weakness, or did you back that in?
I have not factored in weakness yet. 27.
What happens?
Killed his brother.
That's just one arrow penetrates straight through, really blasting him like straight through the center of mass. And it looks like the tentacles are about to reach out one more time, and then that last arrow just right in behind it.
He's ripped through the spawn of an elder god. The true divine young of a great old one. A fully mythical creature lies dead in your hands.
He's not my brother.
The thing loses its grip, its leg on the upper four slipping as it falls the rest of the way down into the laboratory in a heap of legs and tendrils. Eyes and maws hanging open and listless, facing randomly throughout the room. As Edelmay quickly runs... Oh, you already stabilized. You're stabilized originally, it's fine. As you all look down on this thing, the eye nearest Marius just moves slightly, shaking as it looks up towards him.
Why forsake your father? Solomon Dor must grow as Shub Niggeroth must spawn. You had truth. The Aeons would never.
And it stops. Still and truly dead. In many adventures of Pathfinder 2nd edition, slaying a truly mythic creature with mythic power, mythic abilities, and mythic proficiency would impart a sliver of that power unto you. This would be the beginning of a new saga of mythic ranks, of a new pool of power, of incredible abilities of your own. That's not really what eldritch stories are about. That's not what Lovecraft has ever been about. It is about normal folk and impossible, insurmountable, unimaginable odds. It is here we will end today's episode of Strange Aeons and close the first act of this chapter. We've found Mun's anomalous friend, the source of his madness. When we return next week, as you pick yourselves up and dust yourselves off, you would see a few things scattered in the debris around you. The most remarkable of which, small, rough stone, not of this world, tumbled under a table in the laboratory below. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for another episode of Strange Aeons. Thank you, Corey, for joining us to fight a boss that is extremely resistant to literally everything that your character does.
I was there. And I got to fly for a minute, which was fun.
If you liked what you saw, if you enjoyed the show, give us a follow. Really is the biggest thing you can do to help us out, to help us grow. We had a couple of very close calls in that one. But hey, we're all still alive. You all survived the first real boss fight of the second half of this story. It won't get easier.
Cool. Awesome.
And we are alive.
And we are alone.
Check out some of our partners down below the stream. This whole map, the eldritch space jail that MD got sucked into, which Arcade is able to build on the fly, thanks to Arcan Forge, because playing on the virtual tabletop that is also your map making software lets you do all kinds of fun things. It's really neat. We got a discount code that gives you $5 off their huge resource bundle to build whatever fantasy, or the other one to build whatever sci-fi adventures you want. They've got both. Or one of our cool minis here. Not this one. This is Kobe did this. This is, what's this from?
It's from
Arkham Horror? No, Arkham
Mansions of Madness.
Mansions of Madness. That's what it is. This is actually a spawn of Shub-Niggurath from a board game called Mansions of Madness, because this is just a Lovecraft monster. This is just a whole and complete Lovecraft monster that you have slain now. Congratulations. But the rest of these cool minis, we got some pictures in the Discord, which you should join. There's cool stuff in there. I saw Arcade has taken while we were playing with the multi-floored layout there. Those are courtesy of Eldritch Foundry. They've got a really cool custom mini maker. We got a discount code down there for them too. And there's a bunch of others. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you next week. Stay safe. Stay safe.